I got some stories to tell you guys about. We'll start this with the ongoing speculation that Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are allegedly planning a wedding celebration in New York City. San Francisco 49ers tight end George Kittle revealed that even invited guests are still waiting for details. Asked about rumors that the event could take place at Madison Square Garden, Kittle said, "We don't know." And he said, "I actually asked Travis last night, and he laughed at me," suggesting that Kelce is not confirming anything just yet.
This is like dinner on Blanc on steroids, Marissa.
I was thinking
you
that,
just don't
Steve.
get the destination. If they do this, if this is not the destination, which everything points to it being the destination, it'll be one of the great bait and switches of all time.
Yeah. Kittle joked that he expects the couple to keep everyone guessing. He said, "I'm half expecting there to just be a jumbo jet on a runway and they put us on a plane somewhere." He also revealed one request from the couple ahead of the big day, saying that they said absolutely no gifts. Though he said he might ignore the rule, he said, because Travis, for some reason, likes old coins, so I might get him an old coin.
You know what I'd do? I'd show up with a $50 gift card to Kohl's.
Why not?
I think it'd be so outlandishly ridiculous.
Well, you get your Kohl's cash.
Yeah, there you go.
Man.
You guys can put this towards something.
Now, there's more. Sources also told TMZ that a permit was filed with New York City to close off streets around Madison Square Garden. The permit states the closure would take place from July 2nd through midday July 4th, leaving July 3rd for the alleged wedding. Insiders say event organizers are requesting spaces to prepare tents, canopies, and trucks around the venue. Imagine what it takes to get them to shut down streets in New York City for a private event.
Over 4th of July weekend.
4th of July weekend.
Which is staggering.
Yeah.
What if they got married at the hot dog eating contest at Coney Island?
TMZ also reports that several members of the Kansas City Chiefs have booked rooms at the Marriott Marquis in Times Square for that weekend. That's where I always stay.
Everything's looking that way.
Insiders at the New York Police Department confirmed a deadline that the NYPD and Penn Station Amtrak officers have been reportedly informed of the wedding day. And the New York Times alleges that the wedding ceremony is supposed to happen in Madison Square Garden July 2nd in front of 1,000 people before the big reception. That expects nearly, it's supposedly in front of 100 people, and then the reception expects nearly 1,000 attendees on July 3rd. So I don't know.
I wonder how that's going to roll out. If they're going to do the, 100 people inside Madison Square Garden for the ceremony and then open it up to the 1,000 attendees, or are they going to a different location for the reception?
Yeah, well,
because Madison Square Garden could accommodate, they have different areas in Madison Square Garden that could accommodate a huge banquet.
Yeah, we're going to have to wait and see, but it's approaching. It'll be here before you know it. Olivia Wilde is addressing years of speculation surrounding the making of her film Don't Worry, Darling. The director is firmly denying reports that she and Florence Pugh clashed behind the scenes during production in 2021. Wilde said, "I have never had a screaming match on my set. I was never not available on set." Recalling advice to stay silent during the height of the controversy, Olivia said, "I was told, don't say a word, just go out there and smile," a strategy that she now regrets. She said, I resent that, but it taught me that it's not the way I want to handle things. She added that at the time, I wanted to be like, none of this is true. But at the time, crew members issued a statement denying the rumors. The actress's clarification comes as she recently reflected on the intense public attention surrounding her relationship with Harry Styles, which stemmed from their time working on the film, describing it as loving and wonderful and joyful despite the scrutiny that it had received. She had suggested that some of the outrage came from fans' parasocial relationships with the singer and praised how he handled all of that pressure.
You know, if you think about that movie, it has sort of a genetic connection to the Borough.
The Borough?
Yeah, and that same sort of prefab community.
Yeah, in fact, when we were watching The Burrows, my wife looked it up because she's like, this looks like the same setting as that movie, and it was not, but you are right.
Yeah, out in a remote location in a community built specifically for a small group of people. Yeah, it was similar to The Burrows. Brooks Nader has some big news about her relationship with Taron Egerton.
Should I sit down?
Yeah, you probably should.
Yeah.
TMZ ran into the model and asked her how things were going with the actor.
What does that mean?
Following up to ask if they were still dating, and she said, "You're so funny." I never was, is what she said. In fact, Nader says that she is single and ready to mingle. She said, I'm single, having fun, always. The pair were seen together on several dinner dates earlier this year, fueling romance rumors.
This news feeds my soul.
However, Nader now says that they were simply spending time together and having fun rather than being in a relationship.
So Nader has her own reality show now. It's her and her sisters, and I have not watched a bit of it, but they're really trying to poise that collective to be the new Kardashians.
Yeah.
And we're kind of sick of the old Kardashians.
Yes.
I don't know who she is.
Brooks Nader, she was on Dancing with the Stars, and she's a model and I guess an actress.
She's one of those.
All right, I gotcha.
All right, so let's jump over to Love Island, USA. Alana Kaiser was under fire after old social media videos resurfaced showing her allegedly using the N-word, and now reports say that Kaiser has been fired from the show. She has continued to appear on the latest episode of the Peacock reality series, but sources say producers edited her out as much as possible from episodes that were pre-taped before the resurfaced racial slur video was exposed. And after tonight's episode, will no longer appear on the show.
Yeah, they briefly flirted with an all N-word episode, but they said this was probably the better way to go.
Maybe that's the way they should handle this. Yeah. All right, so John Mayer. We're just now finding out that he is single again. According to sources, the musician and influencer Kat Stickler broke up a few months ago.
Kat Stickler?
Yeah, I know. The couple who were reportedly in a low-key relationship for several months broke up just as quietly as they dated.
Stickler.
So a source told Us Weekly it wasn't a dramatic split. They realized that they had very different lifestyles, but this was a lot of fun while it lasted, and they are still friends.
So you know who's one of his exes? Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
In fact, apparently he helped launch a number of Taylor Swift songs.
Yeah. He has a history of dating high-profile women.
We've often said we'd pay good money to sniff his fingers.
Yeah. So congratulations to mother of Bella and Gigi Hadid, Yolanda Hadid.
I know Yolanda.
Who TMZ reports is engaged now.
Yolanda is?
Yeah.
I know Yolanda.
The lucky guy is realtor Randy Kendrick. If she makes it to the altar, it will be the third marriage for Yolanda.
I know Yolanda.
Who previously was married to Muhammad Hadid and David Foster.
So, okay. So are they all living in the area?
I think that Yolanda lives in the area that brought them here. Bucksco.
Doesn't Yolanda, we show pictures of what is presumed to be the house, and is there not a helicopter pad on the front lawn?
I don't remember. It's been a while since we looked at that photo. I think it looked like there might have
Wasn't
been.
that it? Yeah.
Yeah. Prior to dating Randy Kendrick, Hadid split from her previous fiance and longtime boyfriend, Joseph Gingoli, back in 2025.
Listen, it's tough being dear friends with them and Bradley Cooper because we have to maintain this air that we have no connection with them.
Right.
And that we're not in communication just to keep things, that's part of the agreement.
Part of our NDA.
Yeah, so it's just, it's what we do.
And in
for
turn,
friends.
They act as if they have
Don't
nothing
know
to do with us.
at all.
Yeah.
Brandy Glanville's issues with her face continue on the heels of a years-long battle with facial parasites, which, after thinking she'd won for several months, has resurfaced. The reality star
It's weird, man.
now says that she's been diagnosed with a benign tumor in her facial lymph node.
I wonder if all this stuff has been exacerbated by like Botox and these kind of filler things over the years.
I don't know.
Because, okay, so what we're looking at a picture right now, it looks just like a lump. But you remember, it looked like she had ripples in her cheek.
Glanville said that she'd received the diagnosis after noticing a lump on her face. And she said that could be why the fluid is going around my face. I can wear makeup for like 15 minutes and then I have to take it off, she said.
Hi, I'm Brandy's lump. I'll be going away in a little while.
Wow. We got an exclusive.
Brandy's lump.
Brandy's face lump.
Tonight we talk with Brandy Glanville's face lump.
I didn't mean for this to happen or to get press. I just wanted to be something that she would notice and then I'd go away. But now it's a big brouhaha.
Tonight at 7.
Brandy Glanville's lump, an exclusive. It's a face lump.
You know,
Tell me, FL.
there's so much material out there.
Yeah, people call me FL for short.
FL face lump.
Yeah.
I love the current affairs sting. That's just the best.
I used to love that show.
Tonight at 7 o'clock. Tonight at 7 o'clock. Oh, dude.
Oh, throwback.
Why did I do that? By the way?
We have no idea.
I do not know.
I think I had a brain, some kind of misfire in my synapses.
I always thought it might have been an audio glitch, like an artifact.
Play it again.
Play it again. Yeah.
Tonight at 7 o'clock. Tonight at 7 o'clock. I think that's an edit.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have
no.
said that.
I can't imagine.
Tonight at 7 o'clock. Tonight at 7 o'clock.
When is it again? 7 o'clock.
So you're saying it's at 7?
I think Preston has a face lump.
All right. Let's move on to another story.
All right.
We can't compete with Adam Sandler. He went big for his 23rd wedding anniversary. Hired a skywriter to spell out 23A Heart J for his wife, Jackie.
Oh, that's sweet.
That is cool.
I wonder how expensive it is. We talked about this periodically about doing stunts where we had either a tow message or skywriting.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't even know. You see it so infrequently that it's like, I have no idea who you reach out to. Where are they located? Do they have to fly in from another state to do this?
I don't know. And by the way, you're always at, the weather conditions.
Yeah.
If it's too windy.
Yes, or rain.
Rain,
and clouds, forget it. You got to scrap it.
Yeah, I think the tow banner would be better than the skywriter.
I mean, well, yeah. I mean,
Right?
it'd be a better option, probably cheaper and more of a chance you get it done. But for impact, skywriting is more badass.
I mean, we're looking at the message. It looks amazing that they can pull off stuff like that.
A typical traditional skywriting message costs between $3,500 and $5,000.
Okay.
I mean, expensive, but not stupid.
No.
Yeah.
You know, I would love to do like at the Jersey Shore. It's just nobody else, unless if you know, just says Sayin along Kong Kong, right? Because I would just love to see.
Or how about
like,
just
what the
say,
hell
Casey,
Yeah.
a 15-story F you?
That'd be cool. So he then posted a picture to Instagram with the caption, "Happy 23rd anniversary to my sweetheart. Love you forever." Their daughter, Sadie, took the comments with 3 heart emojis. Plenty more comments followed, including Noah Schnapp
Oh, from Stranger
Things wrote, "Happy 23." The couple met on the set of the film Big Daddy in 1999. They married in 2003, and it's a sweet little thing that he did for her.
She played that with the waitress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're reportedly one step closer to finally getting a new James Bond actor. Amazon MGM and director Denis Villeneuve have reportedly begun notifying actors who have advanced to the next round of auditions to play the iconic spy, and screen tests are expected to take place in August.
Do you know what they should do? They should put all of the contenders in Summer House.
Oh, yeah. And have them voted?
Have them voted, yeah.
Do they do voting on Summer House? I don't know, Marissa.
No, they're just friends hanging out.
Damn it.
Well, friends hanging out and sleeping with each other.
Okay.
While no names have been officially confirmed, actors including Harris Dickinson, Callum Turner, and Jacob Elordi have been rumored to be in consideration, as well as lesser-known actors. Details about the second round of auditions are slim to none, with anywhere from just 5 actors to as many as a dozen or more actors said to be on the list for round 2 of auditions.
So Denis Villeneuve is the director of Dune, obviously, and other things. He's super solid. He's a massive Bond fan. I hope they do something wonderful with this next movie. It's been so long, though, you know? And then they also left with the predicament, they're just going to have to reboot it because, you know, spoiler alert, if you didn't see the last one, Bond is in no condition. He's dead from, being in this film, so...
The studio is aiming to have a new Bond selected by the end of this year, so production can begin next year. It seems like the scrapped season of The Bachelorette starring Taylor Frankie Paul is actually going to see the light of day.
This blew my mind.
TMZ reports that sources behind the scenes say the current discussion is for the season to premiere in mid-July, though nothing is definite. Those same sources say that even though the season was canceled, the editing continued as it was hoped that the episodes would eventually air. The season was shelved when it was revealed that Paul and former boyfriend Dakota Mortensen were involved in a domestic violence situation, and video of the incident went public, and she looks insane.
She looks insane.
And
she shows that bar stool, but ABC is defending her, saying that she could have thrown the much heavier coffee table.
Oh, wow.
And opted to throw a much safer bar stool.
She's actually
a good mom.
A good person. Christ. Surprising absolutely no one, Paramount Plus has announced that Dutton Ranch will be returning for a second season. It was always presumed that the show would be re-upped, especially after the streamer revealed that the series enjoyed the biggest original series launch in its history.
The guy just is a juggernaut case. I mean,
I know.
It just keeps cranking out these shows.
The spinoff follows Rip and Beth as they leave. I know Rip.
Rip is, it has to be associated with farts. I'm
totally.
sorry. I don't like hanging out with Rip. He farts too much.
They leave Montana for Texas, bring adopted kid Carter.
Who's this, Rip? It's my wife, Squirts.
With Rip and Squirts.
Squirt, get me the remote.
The renewal announcement.
Yeah, let me just pump out one.
Comes as season 1 has 2 episodes remaining. There goes Rip again.
There's Rip.
The other spinoff with Casey Dutton called Marshals or U.S. Marshals is terrible.
So they finally had one that's bad, huh?
Listen, a lot of the stuff that he puts out is bad,
Oh,
right?
really?
Like
Well,
Landman season 2 is so garbagey, but I love it at the same time.
It hits the ground like it's like Preston. It's like, oh yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah,
it comes out of the gate and it's like, oh, this is pedigree, this is premium, and then it takes a dive.
Okay.
No, but the thing is, he writes the characters are still. It's like Melrose Place. That at a certain point, it's like, okay, I'm watching for the.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't really dive into. I watched the first episode of Yellowstone. I'm like, this is not for me. I don't feel like diving into soap opera land.
Mm-hmm. This guy's named Rip,
but and the dude is just farting all the time. But it's a juggernaut. It's huge.
Yeah.
And so it's just, even though it's not my cup of tea, there is a sizable audience for it. So it's doing very well and continues. All right, one last thing. Invincible has been renewed for a 6th season at Amazon Prime.
My son loves this show.
No kidding.
Loves that show.
Yeah.
Is it animated?
It's animated, yeah.
Okay. Even though season 5 has yet to premiere, creator Robert Kirkman revealed the news at the Annecy International Animation Festival, where he also announced that Jack Quaid will join the voice cast for season 5. Kirkman shared that season 4, which has already wrapped up, became the show's most watched season so far, reaching up to the top 10 in more than 50 territories. He said one of the biggest rewards of building Invincible over the years has been witnessing how new audiences continue to connect with these characters and this world almost 25 years after its creation. 25 years. Wow. Mm-hmm. This renewal is as much a testament to the passion of our fans as it is to the talented teams bringing the series to life. And there's so much left to the story. And I can't wait for fans to see what's ahead in season 5, 6, and beyond.
You know what I like is the way they use popular music in the show. What they'll do is they'll do like these. It's almost like it's a music video, and so they were. There was a song that they used from Nothing But Thieves, who we've had here in our studio, and when they started playing it, I was like, man, this sounds. It sounds like Radiohead. And I'm like, no. And then I heard the guy singing. I was like, no, that sounds like Nothing But Thieves. And it's a song called. Oh, God, I was going to say Because I Got High. If I Get High. Not Afro Man.
Afro Man.
But like the way they use it, I think they do a really,
it's a
really
big thing now.
job.
James Gunn and Quentin Tarantino, what they're calling needle drops, which is an antiquated term, but needle drops. So if you can populate your movie with a number, it's kind of like expected now that you're going to have a soundtrack that's. I guess I remember the first one that really caught attention was The Big Chill.
Yes.
Using songs like that.
Yeah, the soundtrack to that movie sold like crazy.
Yeah.
So if you do it well, and James Gunn does it really, really well.
A lot, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's play some clips. The planet's resilience through its most catastrophic environmental disasters is explored in the docuseries Surviving Earth. And here, director Tim Haynes explains how this is an evolution of his previous work.
It was lovely to come back to it because the technology has improved in a lot of areas, allowing you to do so much more. But the stories we wanted to tell were a little bit more complex than, say, back in Walking with Dinosaur days.
Translation, boring.
New episode of Surviving Earth airs today. That's 8 p.m. on NBC. Here's our next clip. The kitchen is about to close and service is coming to an end in The Bear. And here, Jeremy Allen White explains how the show's success is rooted in support for one another.
It's hard to really listen to yourself or trust yourself. And that was so celebrated on this show, from the production and our crew and Chris to, fellow actors and the support from fellow actors. I think we all found like a great confidence making the show.
Final season of The Bear streams today.
Oh man.
On Hulu. Wow. I didn't know that.
No, I did not know.
Yay.
yeah.
Oh, yay. New show to watch.
Did you guys watch the backstory episode?
I watched half of it.
Okay.
I need to. I was like, okay. It was like before I was going to bed, and I'm like, well, let me dive into this, and I meant to go back to it, and I got to finish it.
How backstory is it?
It's good. It's a slice of life, Steve. It's like one day, and it is the entire episode is a takeoff of like one line from one episode.
It's John
like season
Bernthal
2.
and who else?
Cuz
Richie.
and Richie. Yeah.
And a lot of it's in a car, is it not?
They go on a road trip. Yeah.
They're on a road trip. They end up at a bar. They have an assignment that they do, and it's just kind of like he just has a flashback to this day.
If you've resisted watching The Bear, it is a solid show. It has some of the most amazing episodes. In a way, it's its own sort of Ted Lasso vibe. It makes you explore things about your own life. I love it.
Also, go back to the cliffhanger from last season.
Yeah, I have to go back. I don't remember how it ended.
Well, he's in a train going off the end of the tracks, and he's got dynamite strapped to him. It was not really what I expected.
No, not from a restaurant.
No, that's
TV
what I
show.
like about this show. They're always surprising me.
No, but it does leave you hanging. So, go back and watch that last episode and get yourself set for this. So I'm excited about that. All right, there you go. Our entertainment report. We're going to take a break. Come back in a moment. George Wallace, comedian, performing Helium Comedy Club, is going to be stopping by this morning, which is great because he is hilarious. And we got more things to get to. We'll take a break and come back in just a moment.
The top of these here on you can see they're coffee stained.
Yeah.
It's a rite of passage.
Yep. No, I just I've spilled on my music news and dude.
Oh no! Did you do it again?
No, I didn't. No, I almost did. I hit the mug again. I hit it again.
What is going on over here?
It toppled a little bit, but no spillage. I was just going to point to you the mess that I made on my music news here, and I almost knocked the damn thing over again. So,
Wait, didn't we have a?
Jesus.
We had a this many days to the last spill behind you.
Yeah, we used to have that.
Yeah.
It's in the main air studio.
Back up again? Yeah.
Well, because you were doing so well for so long.
I know.
It wasn't worth updating it every day.
Pierre had some bad spills over the years. I remember Nick knocking some stuff over, but the worst I ever encountered was at WDRE, and Sarah Clark, who hosted our morning show, one morning had she had a container of orange juice,
Like a quart.
it might have been.
Yeah.
I don't
one of those
remember.
larger.
I don't remember the size of it,
Yeah.
but whatever it was, she had it in her hand, and she went to go shake it up.
Oh no!
And the top was loose on it.
I've done that.
And she goes, and she does it right over the mixing console, and it just boom, everything went into it.
Oh, man.
And there was audio of it where all of a sudden you slowly start to hear this static comes in and destroys everything. Oh my God.
Cool.
All right,
Yeah.
so Ryan has come in here with the days without a coffee spill. I'm going to put a 0 there.
There you go. Yeah.
All right, so now
Back up and running.
now it's official.
All right.
But yeah, I remember that when that happened, and then after that took place at DRE, we had to broadcast from one of our production studios, and the studio was not made.
Oh no.
For live radio.
Well, the air studio was bad enough.
Yeah, exactly. So that was an interesting several days. So fortunately, not an incident as bad as that just now. But I have not spilled coffee in a little while.
Well,
so
now
I was due.
Your music news is seasoned.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it smells delightful with that
It smells like morning.
the Dunkin' ground that we have.
It is a great smell.
It smells like people coming in for the holidays, Preston.
He's just hanging out for a bit. He's got the gig tonight at Helium Comedy. There's one show tonight, 2 tomorrow.
Yep.
And you go to heliumcomedy.com. So he's going to hang out for a little bit. We're going to go through our regular paces as well, Josh. So we're going to do this bizarre file, and then we got to get to No Sad Doe, which we're only like 3 minutes away from. So let's do this now.
WMMR presents Preston and Steve's Bizarre File.
Brought to you by Coors Light. You can join us, the Preston and Steve Show, live from Keenan's North Wildwood on Friday, May 22nd. It is the official opening of the Jersey Shore from Coors Light. Cold as the Rockies. All right, where do we begin this morning? Let's start with this one. Not your typical form of vandalism. This led to a man racking up a long list of charges. It was a baffling sight for Santa Rosa resident, New Mexico, who found a black substance smeared onto his car earlier this month. And he was even more shocked to learn that he wasn't the only one. At least a dozen vehicles had roofing tar covering the handles and windows of their cars.
Wow.
Some even had doorknobs to their homes covered in the substance. There's body camera video that showed police officers arriving at a home where the first two vandalized cars were found, and one woman said she recognized the suspect as 46-year-old Philip Campos. The officer then went to another home where 3 other cars and a lawnmower were hit with tar. While some of the owners of the car told police they didn't know Campos, most of the others said they were related to him or knew him. And one person said, Philip? Crazy Philip?
Crazy Philip.
The officer...
You mean the guy with the tar?
Went to several other locations the other day, and the same story. Black tar all over cars. And Campos faces a total of 22 misdemeanor charges.
Getting that crap off anything is going to be a nightmare.
Including a dozen for tampering with motor vehicles. Court records show that Campos had faced criminal charges before, but offenses including property damage, arson, and assault on a peace officer. But in at least 2 cases, he was found incompetent to stand trial.
Did he explain why tar was his method of revenge?
They did not say that at all, so I don't know why.
They just happened to have a lot of tar.
I guess so.
Just a bucket of tar on hand.
Didn't know what to do.
You know, people laughed at me for having that bucket of tar.
Was he covered in tar too? Because I can't imagine it's easy to apply.
Yeah, right?
No, yeah.
The suspect was found.
He's wearing white gloves.
Yeah. All right, so this is kind of interesting. No parent, of course, wants to experience the loss of a child, which is why one family has chosen an AI clone route to protect an emotionally fragile 80-year-old mother.
Wow.
After the woman's son was killed in a car accident, the family commissioned the design of an AI clone so that his mom could continue talking to him via video. The video and voice recreation is said to be so realistic that the family has no cause to tell the woman.
So she believes that the kid is alive, engaging with an AI version of the kid.
This doesn't sound like a good idea to
especially
me.
when it becomes self-aware and kills her.
But they're carrying on this, and she's 80 years old. I mean, she could live for a long time.
It's not out of the question to euthanize her. Just to free her from that, right? Or is that
might be out of the question.
too extreme, Joe?
I hope she's not listening right now because you guys let the cat out of the bag.
Spoiler alert. Your son's
Is
dead.
this what you had planned for me?
All right, here's another story.
What's with the tar?
A 12-year-old boy was dragged over 350 yards by a school bus after his arm got caught in the door, his mother claimed.
Isn't there footage of this?
I think so.
Yeah.
How do you not notice that?
Nathaniel was stepping off a bus in Wheelers Hill, a suburb of Melbourne, Australia, when his backpack and right arm became caught in the bus door. The bus driver closed it, trapping his school bag and right arm before he had fully alighted the bus, the mom said.
Jesus, this kid is fast.
She explained that the bus...
Oh, he wants to race.
Oh, kid is racing the bus. I think he's going to beat us.
Oh, there's the image.
Okay. It was in the side, like the middle side.
It was the back part of the bus. She explained that the bus moved off...
Kid, you're a superhero.
Before her son could free himself or shout for help, and said that the bus carried him outside of about 350 yards. Nathaniel had to lift his leg, she said, off the road and hung on with his right hand to the inner door rail.
This kid is flying.
While passing parked cars just centimeters away. In the footage, Nathaniel is at the bottom of the bus door with his arm inside the bus and his legs close to his chest to avoid the road and other vehicles. The driver opened the door to free Nathaniel when he prepared to stop at the next bus stop. The mom added that the schoolboy who had been catching the bus on his own for about 2 months beforehand now suffers from anxiety as a result and no longer feels confident taking the bus alone.
You do understand what we meant by catching the bus, right?
Yeah, right. All right, and then we'll do one more story. A wolf in Yellowstone National Park's Junction Butte pack made off with a park sign warning tourists to stay away from an area that was active with grizzly bears. So the wolf must be working for the bears to steal the sign.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Biological science technician Taylor Rabe, who has spent 13 winters studying wolves as part of the Yellowstone Wolf Project, was monitoring the pack on Monday when she spotted one of the pups running across the road carrying a long, straight stick.
Here, why don't you have some salmon-scented skin block?
A closer look through her spotting scope revealed that it was actually a bear management warning sign.
Wow.
The pup carried away and chewed on it for a while before abandoning it and rejoining the adult pack. Rabe said the behavior is typical of pups who have wandered from the adults and are entertaining themselves, and they often are drawn to things that smell interesting or fun to carry.
So when you're out in one of those areas and they post those signs for a reason, if you are blissfully unaware that you're in a bear area, it's not good.
Like any normal teenager, just vandalizing.
Totally,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. And that is what we have in the Bizarre File. Well, we're happy to say that a friend of ours is back in town. It's going to be at Punchline tonight and tomorrow as well. Please get your tickets at punchlinephilly.com. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Porter.
What's up, everybody?
He's in town.
I'm back.
Nice to see you, man.
It's good to be here.
Yeah, brother.
I think I got the last week before it's just absolutely miserable outside.
He's getting close.
It's we're in the suburbs of misery.
Yeah.
Yeah,
on the cusp.
About 3 o'clock, you're like, I need to go inside.
We had a bizarre, we've a ping pong thing over the past couple of months, like super cold, then heat wave, then cold, then heat. It's like destroyed half the crops in New Jersey.
Oh yeah, sounds like my ex-girlfriend.
So listen, man, the thing, you're from the Midwest. I am as well. I grew up in St. Louis, and dude, that humidity dome.
Oh yeah,
that we would get in the summer there was just unbearable.
Where you just walk outside and go, well, that shower's ruined.
Yeah, totally.
That was pointless.
Yeah.
Compare that to Preston. How does it compare to Philly?
It's pretty close.
Yeah.
I did not have any kind of a real change in the climate when I moved here, even though it's much further north here.
And everyone thinks, it's got to be, it's the Northeast. No, you get your ass kicked with the humidity.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of it comes from the intolerance.
Yeah.
It's the humidity of intolerance.
You were saying off air that you're going to take a month off for like after a couple of days here, and then you're going to go hit the ground running in Tempe, and you would take 110 in Tempe over 90 in Kansas.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The dry heat is like you can walk out in 110 in Arizona, and it takes like 6 minutes to start sweating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's very arid. And in Kansas, you walk outside and you're just like, well, this shirt is over.
Yeah.
So my dad lived in, he passed away, a couple of years ago, but in Dallas, I'd go out there, it'd be, 100, 102. It just didn't feel like that. And so that dry heat thing is a thing, is a massive
absolutely.
difference. It's just the oppressive weight of the air. And then, you know what? Well, we used to never get that, but now we get all of that, the air quality warnings. So that'll be, you ask Alexa what the weather's going to be like, and they make sure she tells you that it's going to be horrible to breathe.
Yeah, which, by the way, I don't need to know that. I don't need to know those things, because it's not like you can call into work and be like, air quality, bro. It's so I can't breathe a lick out there.
It's true. It's true.
How have you been extensively touring as we speak?
Yeah, I do 5 months straight, and then I take a month off, and I do that twice a year.
Okay.
So we're at the end of 5 months of
Oh, so you're getting towards the end of it. Okay.
Yeah, I do this, and then I do Denver next weekend, and I'm done. I get a month off.
Do you hit the point of being like worn down, like at the end of the 5 months?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a necessity to take that month.
Yeah, like some comics will do like 3 weeks on and 1 week together.
Right.
So you're on the move so much. So is vacation for you? Is time off for you just going home?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I don't. I try not to travel. If I do, it's very light.
Okay.
But yeah, no. Like last year, I went to Hawaii with the folks, which was fun.
Just like Kansas.
Yeah. Just like it. The women look a little different.
What's the other month that you take off then?
Well, I take all the bad ones off, and then I take half of December and half of January off.
Okay.
I just take the weeks off that no one's going to come to the shows anyway.
That's a smart move.
Yeah.
So like when we the bulk of our vacation is obviously summer, but it's not that that's a unique thing. But the listening patterns are regular in the summer, so we try to line up with what our
Yeah.
the people who listen to the show are doing, so that we're here when they're here.
Very much, Marissa. The conversation we had with Casey last night. It touched on a guy who told you a story about finding something. Is he a dumpster diver?
Yeah.
Like he does this regularly?
I guess so. So, some things enter into your Instagram, and so this guy, and it was local, and that's why.
I thought you knew this guy.
No, I don't know this guy. And I
He's
don't
local.
He's got to be local.
Yeah.
Because he was outside of the Borgata. And I don't follow this guy on Instagram. He just ended up on my algorithm. And then I guess maybe since I watched this video, other dumpster divers ended up.
You must love dumpster diving.
Yeah.
Let's fill your entire stream with this.
This guy in particular, he ends up at the Borgata, and he's looking at this dumpster, and it's got, I guess maybe they were replacing windows at the Borgata, and then he ends up in this dumpster, and they had thrown away these poolside chairs. And to describe what these chairs look like, they're all plastic. They kind of look like a beanbag chair. So the shape of it is like this blob of plastic, and then underneath you can see these little charging ports, and it looks like these chairs like lit up. And he's like, I'm just gonna take these. And I was like, that is an amazing find in a dumpster, right? And I was like, I'd dive in a dumpster for something like that.
So we're looking at them. They look sort of like semi-deflated, translucent balloons.
Well, yeah. Mm-hmm. But honestly, if they are fully functional and you can find the right charging cord for it, like that would be cool for a pool, don't you think, Press?
Yeah. I mean, depending on how comfortable it is, it looks really neat. So here's the thing about finding stuff in the trash or that people leave out for you to take. Because in my neighborhood, from time to time, you'll be driving along and you'll see a dresser sitting out and it says free on it. And you're like, ooh.
Yeah.
I have stopped and grabbed stuff before.
Really?
And then I get it home and then I'm like, I don't really need this.
Yeah.
Why did I do this?
It's something of value that I don't have, and I'm going to take it. And then you get it home, and you're like, I have nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
Now, you can repurpose those things, and you can sell them, but that takes effort and work.
Right.
And if you've already got a full-time job and you don't have the time to do that, then it just takes up space.
People who are going to restore stuff, people who take the time to do it, it's well worth your effort. And there's a truck that drives around our neighborhood, and the guy does exactly that. And I'll put stuff out specifically for him that I think maybe you can use this.
Yeah. I was in media, this has got to be about a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago, and I've thought about this several times since I left it on the curbside, but I was driving past this house and they were throwing away like an old style baby carriage. And I was like, that looks really, and not for myself. I'm like, oh, Leanne would like something like this. Leanne is Chuck's wife. And, she will repurpose things from time to time, and
baby included.
The baby included. But like this, like think of like 1930s, 1940s baby carriage.
Right. When they were the deadliest.
When they were the deadliest. But no, it just had this charm to it. I was
love
like,
it.
oh,
So you could take something like that and turn it into like a delightful planter.
That's what I was thinking.
Yes. And you're in front of your house or something like that. So
I don't know if it's just because you said it, Casey, but that I had more of this on my feed last night. Isaac Mizrahi is a designer, and he was walking through New York City. Now, he has an assistant that he just handed this dirty planter to, and he's like, please clean this.
Yeah.
But I find these videos all the time that you're talking about, and I find people who actually are on like a schedule, and they'll go to stores at a mall or like
so
a
they know
Michael's.
They know when stuff is getting
because there's
thrown out.
There's a lot of stores that will burn inventory. If it doesn't sell, they have to burn it. And what the employees will do is they'll just like mark an X on it or something like that. But it's like candles or Christmas decorations. Yeah. And a lot of it, they know how to clean off the marker, or sometimes the employees like won't damage it too much because they know people are going to jump in and grab the stuff.
All right, so most valuable thing you found in your trash. Or in trash. 610-660-9333. Give us a call.
Do you remember anything that you brought home, Preston, when you were on your scavenging hunts?
And Carter used to do it all the time too. And he would find something and just bring it back. I'm like, why did you do that? I can't remember, Steve. Like maybe like a bar stool or
Yeah.
something like that.
I know, yeah, in that realm.
It'd be along those lines. But and you know what you see a lot of are TVs. Like once flat screen TVs started becoming the norm, you saw regular tube televisions out on the side of the road all the time.
Yeah, I don't have anything in mind that I've grabbed, but I do enjoy grabbing stuff. My only rules are like no fabric, because you can't clean that as well, and you just don't know what's
bugs,
in it. And for me
vermin.
personally, it's kind of ick. But if it's just like a solid wood or something like that, heck yeah.
So my buddy is a teacher, and he got multiple drum kits. He's also a drummer. And so the music department, they were just throwing away these drum sets. And he could have, he could have just taken them out, but I think he wanted to wait until the process of them actually being thrown out was complete, so it didn't look like he was just stealing them. Do you know what I mean?
How many did he grab of like full drum? Were these full drum kits?
Full drum kits.
Wow.
Like at least 3 of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what's he going to do?
So
Sell them?
He might sell them.
I would think so.
He's going to leave them out with the.
But he was even telling me he wanted to wait. He wanted to wait to sell them just because he didn't want it to look.
I want my own marching band.
Yeah, no, he didn't want it to look like too shady or whatever. But I'm like, dude, if you grab them out of the dumpster, it's fair game. It doesn't matter that you worked at the school.
Yep.
What are the laws? I mean, once you've committed something to your trash.
Yes.
Are there any laws surrounding that? Or
are you talking about
scavenging
in front of your house? Like if you can people legally go and look in your garbage can?
Take a look in your garbage can or your
I don't
dumpster,
know.
like
I feel
outside
like-
a restaurant.
I feel like it's like chess. Once you take your hand off the board,
Yeah.
you've made your move.
You would think. I just wonder if there are any sort of rules we're unaware of or laws we're unaware of. Because I think it'd be, hey, you want to take it? Take it.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. And we've done stuff like oh gosh, like almost like Facebook Marketplace, but because we were going to throw some stuff away that was still usable. It was things like we had old hockey nets that we were never ever going to use, and so we put it out on trash night, but we put it out early enough, and then we alerted curbside. Not curbside pickup.
Curb alert.
Curb
Curb
alert.
alert.
Curb stop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Curb stompers.
Yeah. Come here and get your face
Just
smashed.
put your upper teeth on the. There was years ago, my neighbors had this like new car in their driveway.
No.
And all I had to do was rub wires together. They just left it there. Yeah.
That's a lucky find.
Like, oh boy.
Yeah.
Dumpster diving at the end of a semester at college, when people just like, you're throwing out lamps, you're throwing out irons, you're throwing out TVs, like things that you just can't get home or don't want to get home, and people have built whole businesses on selling it the next year.
Marissa, there was a big video that popped up on YouTube. I was watching the guy. It exactly what you're saying, had created a business and like virtually brand new stuff that just went through a semester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let me go to, we got a lot of calls coming in. I'm going to go to Joe. We'll begin with him. Hey, Joe, you're on the air, man. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. I just want to let you know I am of intelligence.
Oh, you're of intelligence level.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Are you of intelligence level?
What's up, Joe?
Yes. So I think it's a pretty common thing. It's a lot of people throw away gas-powered items like lawnmowers, chainsaws, snowblowers. They sit around and, they get to start them. They don't start, so they just throw them away.
Yeah.
And it's really just the carburetor's bad, and I'll find them in the trash. I'll get them. I'll pull them apart and just put a new carburetor in, and it's good as new.
All right, where are you finding them in the trash, Joe?
Usually just people just throw them by the curb.
Okay.
Right in front of their house.
Yeah.
And either put the free sign or they're by the trash cans and.
Yeah. Do you sell them? Do you just make them your own, or what do you do with them?
Yeah, sometimes I sell them. It depends. I run a small business, a landscape company, so I can use that stuff. But a lot of the times, depending on what it is, I'll just sell it.
What was the biggest item, the most expensive item that you restored and were able to sell and or keep?
Yeah, it was basically almost like a brand new snowblower, and they're expensive.
Yeah.
They sit around, so people don't seem to want to put the effort in. If they don't start, they get frustrated. They try this, they try that. So I found a snowblower, put a new carburetor on it. I sold it for $200.
Is it Joe's? Sometimes they've
for a little.
No,
they've left the fuel in it too long, and it gets all gummed up in the carburetor.
Yep.
And there you go. That's an easy fix, but some people are just like,
people don't
screw
know how
it.
to do it.
All right. Thanks, Joe.
Do you know what I find, Preston?
Yeah.
I now use the Bagster a lot, constantly. I'm doing, and I'll put stuff out there. Like I'm just tired of staring at this thing in the garage, whether it be like like just an old microwave or whatever.
Yeah.
And I move that to the street side of the bag.
Yeah.
And they'll get clipped all the time.
Sure.
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
not?
I've been in a let's just throw it away mode.
You have
Over
to.
years, you collect things, and you're like, this is just taking up space.
The image I have in my mind is that I'm going to be on my deathbed. I'm going to look across the room, and that old microwave is going to be like, God damn it!
Yeah.
I never got rid of it.
James works for sanitation, so he's found a few things. Hey, James, you're on the air, buddy. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Good.
Shout out to Delco, man.
Delco.
Yeah, straight up Delco, brother. All right, so what have you found?
So me and my dad and my brother, we used to work for sanitation. We would find video games, copper, TVs, and quite a few other things too. I heard one of the employees I used to work with, they found money in a couch.
What?
Furniture and everything.
So would you, to Marissa's point, you yourself working in sanitation, would you take someone's couch? You know, like, because there's potential for, I think, for vermin and bugs and infestation. Would that matter to you?
To me, no. We would just throw it in the back of the hopper and just crush it off.
Okay, that's how you get rid of those bed bugs. Yeah.
Yes, it would. Yeah.
What was the most expensive thing, if you could guesstimate? What was the most expensive thing you've come across?
I came across a GameCube, a PlayStation 2, and an Atari, and they were worth back then like a couple $100.
All right.
And then, my brother, he used to work for the Got Junk Company or whatever it's called. He would find iPads, and he found a Nintendo 64, a couple other things. And the video game system, he came out with like 10 games. Traded in, almost got $300 for it.
There you go.
It's just sitting there in the I love the GameCube.
Thanks,
by the way.
James.
Yeah.
But I'm sure stumbling across this stuff, you're just like, all right, somebody didn't want to take the time to fix this or whatever it is, and if you've got the time and the know-how, then it might be worth it for you.
You just mentioned a critical point, though, and it happens to all homeowners, or just if you collect up stuff. I don't care. I'm putting it out.
I
want
just need to get rid of it.
Yeah.
I want to be done with it.
I don't care what condition it's in, or why don't you sell it? No. And if it's something that I can give to charity, I'll do that. But a lot of times, here, take it.
Yeah, but this dumpster diver guy, like, he will go to, he went to Borgata, and then at another
We're going
point,
to Borgata.
he went to like a Lowe's or a Home Depot or whatever, and they were throwing away perfectly good product that was just like damaged. So he had, there was a whole bunch of like soil, right? But
soil's broken.
And it was like, well, it was bagged soil and the bags were ripped or whatever, but they were in fine condition. And he was, so you can do that as well. I guess, Marissa, you were talking about going to Michael's, but, I was like, man, I don't like even,
I want soil.
Like, think of stuff but I don't know. Like, I might go there and like, I might need soil or they might chuck out, mulch or I don't know, but I don't even think to look in those places and go, all
right, here's a question though about like Lowe's or Michael's or these businesses that have a lot of inventory and they have to get rid of them for one reason or another. Like Steve was saying, do they mind you going around and poking in their dumpsters, or are they like, hey, get out of here? Because otherwise they would just set it out and say free, and of course that's going to take away from business. Yeah.
So from the girls that I've followed, the people that have done this, like they'll kind of wait and make sure that employee isn't around. Sometimes she said she's gotten yelled at.
Yeah.
So it's not encouraged, but there's people, right?
Yeah. Soil thief.
Get you soil thief.
You mulch thief.
Oh, man. So I have a friend of mine when he was in high school.
I know you. You're the radio guy.
When he was in high school, he used to work at Gold Medal Sport. I think it was called Gold Medal Sporting Goods. And he used to steal from the place. But
he just got it before they threw it out.
What he would do is he would throw everything into a trash bag and then toss it into the dumpster and then go back and get it.
Okay. So that's one of the things, too. Like Marissa was talking about, you mark inventory as damaged or whatever.
Yeah.
This has happened many times. In fact, I remember years ago, Preston, you had a bizarre file story that this is basically what was happening. And they had the ring that would collect up the stuff and resell it.
I'm going to go to Charlie because he had a score a couple of weeks ago. Hi, Charlie. You're on the air, buddy. Good morning.
Meow.
Meow. Who is Charlie anyway?
Yeah, where is he?
Who is Charlie? Where is he? Is this Charlie?
All right, Charlie, what's up?
Hey, how's it going, guys? About 2 weeks ago, I was driving down the street and I saw bicycles in the trash. But I looked twice. One of them was a 3-wheeler.
Okay.
It was in pretty good shape. All I had to do was oil up the chain.
So you mean like a
worked
trike
pretty good.
that an adult could ride?
Like you would rent down the shore.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
More like a shore bike.
Yeah.
Really nice. And my daughter has Down syndrome, so sure her balance isn't the greatest.
Perfect.
So now we're sitting here, I'm teaching her to ride this.
Oh, that's excellent. So,
pretty cool.
See, but you have the wherewithal, you have the brains, you're a functioning, useful human being, whereas I am not, and I wouldn't know what to do. But you can that's great. You can make something out of that. What do those trikes run? What do they run? Like brand new?
A few $100.
Yeah, it depends on the quality you get, but it's hundreds of dollars.
Yeah. Nice.
Charlie, is this something you keep one eye out on, or did that just? I mean, as far as driving by and seeing things that are either left out on curbs or that are in trash cans, or did you just happen to notice it?
No, I always have. Like you see a pile on the side of the road, you always have an eye on it. I got a pickup truck. So
that helps.
If it's aluminum or something, you throw it in there, and I got a little pile of aluminum. You bring it to the dump every once in a while, or something like that. But I'm not shy to for a little trash.
Okay,
man.
Yeah, go do it.
Sure, man.
The pickup truck is a big because
Thanks,
you can't
Charlie.
be throwing your mulch and into the back of your Jetta.
Yeah. Matt found something interesting. Hey, Matt, you're on the air, buddy. Good morning.
Hey, Presbo.
We're talking about finding valuable things in the trash. What'd you find?
I found unopened boxes of Legos.
Whoa. That's good money.
Yeah.
I looked it up. It was like at least $150 worth of Lego.
Nice.
There was a little bit of dumpster sludge on the box. I just wiped it off. It was still good.
Okay.
Listen, you can lick it off.
Yeah.
And
I licked it
how
off.
did you whose trash did you find this in?
It was literally in the dumpster at my apartment.
No kidding. Okay.
It was not too long after Christmas, too.
All right.
That is a good point. I remember when I was at the media apartments, oddly enough in media.
Thanks, Matt.
After the holidays, the dumpsters were right out in the general area where you would park.
Right.
And I remember coming back and you would see I don't want this.
Yeah.
And intact in nothing I ever needed I always thought I was breaking the law or whatever if I was fiddling with the trash. But you'd see stuff like that.
It's funny, man. I was driving to work. Maybe it was like 2 weeks ago, and my neighbor had thrown out a bike, but it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm not going to stop and go, hey, let me check out this bike, But just glance as I was driving past, I was like, things in perfectly good condition. You know what I mean? Like, why not at least put the curb alert out there? For somebody to take.
I mean, I think a lot of people, like the guys in my neighborhood that do it, they come around and sort of understood that on trash collection day, people will put stuff out, and I'll see them separated a little bit from the trash to be like sort of, anyone wants this, take it.
Yeah, I've tried to put things on, like there's Facebook neighborhood groups that's kind of like, this is free, come get it. I mean, I've seen people put it like, hey, I ordered Chinese food and I have too much. Is anybody hungry? I want the rest of it. Yeah, people are very neighborly and nice.
Lo mein. And it's pork. Pork holds up, right?
But every once in a while you post something that somebody could fix it, but nobody takes it.
Right.
And then you just feel bad. You're like, I want this to have another life. It could have another life. Please come get it.
A fortune cookie.
All right, here's some text coming in. It says, I picked up an old retro Donkey Kong arcade system. eBay has it for $2,000.
Jeez.
Another one said, full set of nice Titleist DCI irons in Rittenhouse Square. Regripped and still use those today. That's
I
from
wonder,
Joe.
you also have to have a little bit of savvy at what you're looking at.
Yes.
And to know what it could be worth. And if there was an inherent... So golf clubs are golf clubs. You could take a look at those and know this is what, you can use it. An arcade setup or something that might be, could I fix this if it's broken?
Right.
You got to have that capability.
There's another one says, Patrick says, trash picked a $2,000 sterling silver flatware set.
Holy hell.
Wow. Another one
Where?
said, I got a 1930s gas parlor heater out of someone's trash and sold it on eBay for $200. Someone says, I picked up 2 matching solid brass end table lamps. You guys rock. That's some whim. Another person says, I live in Wayne, privilege, and we picked up a durable plastic shed. Big enough to walk into. We have stored all our outdoor items. Nothing wrong with it. Just a little older, and the neighbor built themselves a cute little shed.
Wow.
How do you pick that up?
Yeah, I don't know.
The funniest
throw it
is
in the back of the convertible.
when we got a new shed down the shore, our old shed was fine and in good condition. We just needed something bigger. But the shed that we owned was plastic. We literally, Chuck took it. We put the shed on dollies and moved it 3 blocks.
I remember you telling this story.
Dude,
the old dolly shed maneuver.
Yeah, it was
you
awesome.
shed the shed.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to Robert. Hey, Robert, you're on the air, bud. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey. All right. So what cool find did you stumble across in the trash?
Well, right after COVID, my trash man was going through the trash of my neighbors, and he found an Ibanez guitar.
Wow.
And he held it up like a rock god, and he said, do you want it? And I said, hell yeah.
Nice. Did it need much work?
So I took it to Guitar Center, and they restrung it. I got an amp. I got a nice strap with Guns N' Roses on it. I took some guitar lessons, and I play it to this day.
Dude, that is awesome.
It worked out.
Fantastic.
Hey, did they throw in a bag of mulch?
No, but he got all the soil he could handle.
No.
All right, Robert.
No, you don't want that on your guitar.
Dude, that's a good one, man. Thanks a lot.
That's
we
a score.
appreciate
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Let me go to, I'm going to go to Matt next. Hey, Matt, good morning.
Good morning, Gadzooks.
Gadzooks, sir. All right, Matt, what'd you stumble across?
Early 90s, a teenager got a neighbor throwing out a whole bunch of boxes and bags out behind the house. And me and my buddies were all like, what's all this stuff? And it's like, I'm cleaning out my dad's house. He just passed away. And I noticed in one of the bags, I could see what looked like a military patch. So I was like, hey, you mind if we dig through this stuff? And he's like, yeah, man, go right ahead. And digging through it, not only did I find a bunch of military jackets, World War II era, American, English, and German.
Wow.
I found a working CB radio. It was kind of a crappy one, but it worked.
Dude, you found Hitler's CB radio.
Blaker 19.
Blaker, come here. Are you swear to Smokies?
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, I mean, the CB radio was kind of work. It turned into a big hobby for me. But I had a friend who was big into military collectibles. I collected small stuff, but I went to him I said, "What do I got here?" And he said, "Give it to me. I'm going to take it to one of the trade shows." And sure enough, he comes back as a family friend, and he's like, "Hey, went to the show. I sold your stuff for you," and hands me a big old wad of cash. It was like well over $100.
Nice.
And you figure I was 17. It was the 90s, so
Yeah.
$150. Went pretty far back then.
Absolutely.
So
Went out and bought a CB radio.
That's a good find. All right,
Yeah.
thanks, Matt. I appreciate it. I kind of wish that I had, the skill to go and find and repurpose things and sell them. I mean, that would be a job. It can be a full-time job. But
You're like a treasure hunter, though.
It'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, it's like storage wars.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Exactly. They go and they find these things of some value, and then they are able to sell them. It's a nightmare to me, trying to, the whole making the connections, making the sale,
Yeah.
packaging it, sending it off, making sure that everything is done properly. It's a job in and of itself.
Well, you introduced us to Tank, is his name?
Yeah.
Who his whole job is sort of brokering these things,
Yes,
correct?
at that auction site in Lansdale. That's what they do.
When you had that
Archive
horrible
auction.
neighbor and you were robbing their house,
Yes.
what did you come across?
We had it was a box full of Dungeons and Dragons guides.
That's pretty cool.
And one of them appeared to be like the very first Dungeons and Dragon guide. It turned out it was a reissue of it. But it was my buddy Will, who is a D&D guy. He's like, oh my God, I can't believe you have this. And so we looked into it. It turned out to be, we ended up giving all this stuff to our high school.
Oh, okay.
Because they had some gaming clubs. And so we gave them to those. But yeah, there were all these D&D guys and stuff. And I found a pair of headphones that I kept too.
Why not?
They're still in the office.
They
right
were
there.
scumbags.
They were being thrown away.
Yeah.
I mean, the dude abandoned his house and left all this stuff in there. And I'm like, I got use for that. Man, we have a ton of calls coming in.
I know.
We don't have time for all of them, but let me go. What line do you like, Case?
I like 6.
All right, let me see here. Okay, yeah, that's Michael. Hey, Michael, good morning.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, buddy. All right, what'd you find in the trash?
I found a bong before in the trash. It was about a half-inch thick. The glass was about a half-inch thick, and it had Che Guevara's face on it.
Che Guevara's face was on the bong?
Yeah, it was on there in 4 different ways. It was on there on every angle of the bong, and it was like lasered into the glass.
Wow.
Maybe
okay.
they were trying to do Cheech Marin and didn't do it quite right.
So how long did that bong last?
It lasted a long time. I actually dropped it several times, and it was one time that after I got done cleaning it, it broke because I think I added hot water to it.
Well, there ain't no bong like a Che Guevara bong.
Wow. But a half-inch thick glass, that's a pretty solid bong right there, man. Good find. Did you give it a name?
They left it on top of the trash can, too. Like, they were like, hey, find a good home for this.
Oh, that's great.
Please. It's like putting it in a wicker basket at someone's doorstep, Preston. Please raise it as your own.
We had a found bong. And it was this blue bong. And actually, my band and I, when we went to Nashville to record a demo, and we took it with us, and we nicknamed it Ford.
Why?
Because it stood for Found on Road Dead.
Oh my God, I love that.
So we just found this
Ford.
bong, and we called it Ford. All right, line 7, Marissa. Is that where we're going?
I want
All
to
right.
hear from the business side.
All right, let me go to Mike. Works for a business. Hey, Mike, you're on the air. Good morning, buddy.
Hey, sorry to bother you at work.
All good, my man. All right, so tell us a little bit about from the perspective of a business that has this dumpster and they've got to get rid of inventory.
Yeah, just from a retail side of it, anything that goes in the dumpster should be destroyed. Whole reason being, if there's something going in that's still usable, you're not going to come into the store to buy a new one if you can take it out of our dumpster.
Right. Yeah, and it's like, when we do the segment, the recaller, they want you to destroy those things because there's something wrong with it.
And we're also getting money from the vendor for the disposal of that item. So technically, we lose money and the vendor loses money if someone takes it out of the dumpster and is able to use it.
Well, let me ask you, Mike, is there an actual, would you even know what was pilfered from your dumpsters?
No, we'd have no idea.
Okay.
And
there's a lot of stuff that goes in that's unusable, like dated product that you can't use after a certain date.
Yeah, you get things that are expired. If it's not, food related, there are other
the soil's
things
bad.
Can expire. So does anybody keep an eye to make sure that nobody's out there diving in your dumpster?
No, but there is certain things like pieces of furniture that we'll actually have to cut up with a razor knife.
Yeah.
To make sure no one's going to take it and use it.
Yeah.
We don't keep an eye on it, but, if you're throwing in something that's fairly good, you're also going to throw the regular trash on top of it to make it harder to find.
See, I see a whole industry here, Mike, and for anybody interested who wants to capitalize on this, dumpster kill bots that patrol, right? Because obviously, and from what Mike's saying and being honest about it, they're not going to divert manpower to patrol the dumpsters to make sure there's not people clipping stuff. So,
yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right, Mike. Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. Hang on. I want to go to Dave. Hi, Dave. You're on the air. Good morning, buddy.
Good morning. How you doing?
Good. What's going on, brother?
I was going through a box of cards I found on the side of the road, like trading cards.
Okay.
And there was a stack of 1977 Star Wars cards.
Ooh.
And in there was this very rare error card where C-3PO is anatomically correct and excited.
Are you serious?
They call it the goldenrod card, yes.
We're looking at
it's very rare.
Okay.
C-3PO is a boner.
Yeah. I didn't know if I could say that word or not. But,
oh, my God.
Yeah, It's called the goldenrod card. It's hysterical.
All right, and so you actually found this, and
yes,
what's it worth?
Right now, I have it sent out to get graded, but normally in that condition, probably about $400 or $500.
$400 or $500.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Mint condition, it's like $3,500.
Yes, I'm hoping it comes back that good.
Hey, Dave, did you email me about the archive auction site? Because somebody said they found these Star Wars. I don't know if they said they were cards or whatever, and they said they were worth a lot of money, and they wanted to help help me find them to do something with it. Was that you or somebody else?
No, that wasn't me.
Okay.
I'm curious as to, so this was an error that resulted in C-3PO having a boner, or was it?
Yeah.
I find that hard.
Somebody made the card up, I guess, at the Topps factory.
As maybe a joke, and it went out.
It went out into production.
Right.
Wow. Okay, and you found this. So that's awesome, Dave. Are the is the full card collection worth a decent amount of money?
Not really, just the Luke Skywalker card, really. And then that card, that's
Dude.
the Grail card, I guess.
How cool would it have been in the original Star Wars if C-3PO wasn't extending that arm into the thing to get the plans of the Death Star, but it was that R2-D2 that C-3PO was putting his unit into the machine.
I love it. I'm going to stay here for a few moments.
But this feels very good, sir.
Yes.
I'm securing all of the plans, and I'm also getting off.
I love it. All right, Dave.
Damn
thanks, man.
robot keeps
Appreciate
banging every outlet in the Death Star.
If you want to get a laugh, look that up. Look up the C-3PO goldenrod.
I'm as hot as a rock.
Trading card. You will get a kick out of this. That is too damn funny. Wow. All right. Well, interesting. So there's value out there. There's stuff out there. You just have to have the time and the know-how to repurpose or use it on your own or whatever it may be.
My mind is reeling. Would C-3PO get blue balls or gold balls?
Golden
Yeah,
balls, I would think. All right. Well, anyhow, thank you for your calls. Thank you for your texts. We appreciate it. We got to take a quick break. Come back in a moment, and some bizarre file stories are on the way when we return.
So, you were living in L.A. for a while, though, right?
20 years.
20 years, and decided to go back to the Kansas area.
Yeah. And by the way, everything's fine.
Yeah.
The career's doing great. I know when I say it out loud, it doesn't sound good. But you're just like, I moved back to Kansas. And everyone's like, oh, what happened?
Seems easier to travel from the middle of the country than it would be from the...
Oh, man. L.A., the first flight was always 3 hours.
Yep. Yeah.
In Kansas, flying out of Kansas City, I haven't had a flight over 2 hours.
Really?
Since I moved home.
And I'll tell you, we hear more and more of people who are just like, we talk about, I don't know how many times we've said this on the show, the old concept of it, you had to be on either coast to get the career going, and that's no longer the norm.
No, that's one of the cool things that happened with the pandemic.
Yeah.
Was that the paradigm changed, and now it's good in the fact that you kind of control your own destiny, but it's also like you're competing with these like YouTubers that do sex stuff. And you're like, well, I'm not, no one wants to watch me do that. And so
call me daddy.
Yeah, so there's like a lot of comics that are like, these YouTube people, bap, bap, bap. And I'm like, yeah, but also they're filling the rooms. So they're allowing these clubs to stay open and do a weekend with Johnny Not So Funny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's like you got to kind of take the good with the bad.
That's an interesting look at it. Yeah, I didn't think about it.
Oh, yeah. No, all these young comics were like, these people aren't funny. I'm like, well, first off, neither are you.
Yeah.
And secondly, these people aren't funny, but have a following.
Yeah.
All right, so my daughter she's a theater major right now, and that's how she feels about what is called stunt casting, right? In on Broadway, what they'll bring in is a celebrity to play a part on a show on Broadway,
Not necessarily a seasoned Broadway,
not a seasoned Broadway veteran, but I'm like, hon, they need to stay open, right?
Yeah.
They need to pay the bills, and if bringing in Pamela Anderson to play Roxy or whoever in Chicago, puts people in the seats, then that's what they need to do.
Absolutely. I don't know if you saw Hawk Tua in Rent, but not bad.
Hawk Tua girl?
Not bad. She really sold it.
She brought it.
I felt like she was poor. So,
she usually projects this elitist kind of.
She really does with all that financial Bitcoin jargon. Oregon.
Oh my God, Chris! Something I read about you that I have got to ask about. You're a big vinyl guy, right?
Yes.
Okay, and I had read that you actually got your hands on the very rare Beatles Butcher cover album.
Yeah, third state West Coast of edition.
Yesterday and today. So how did you find that?
Oh man. I was in Nyack, New York doing shows, and I walked into a record store and thought I was having an aneurysm because they had 6 of them in different states.
What?
So for people who don't know, this is the legendary album cover that was considered too gruesome.
They gave the Beatles the creative permission to create the photo they wanted to for the album. They did this thing where they're wearing these essentially butcher outfits, white coats and so on. And they have all this dead meat laying all over them and these babies' dolls that were ripped apart and laying on them. And they thought it was kind of funny. So they did that. They put it out. They printed some without the label's approval. They didn't do it. And some of them went out. And there are a couple different versions of it because they grabbed a bunch back from the sellers and they put these stickers on top of them of the new album cover. So you have the original, then you have the one with the sticker on top of it. And they're both worth something. Which one did you get your hands on?
So I got so first state is means like it's still like it's the original.
The
it never
original
had a sticker on it.
Yeah.
And then second state means it has a sticker on it and it hasn't been peeled.
Yes. Okay.
And I have a third state, which means it's been peeled, and you can even see little pieces of it and stuff.
Okay.
But it still looks really good. It's a very good representation.
It's amazing.
What's something like that worth?
I
Couple
paid,
grand?
I paid a little over $1,000 for it.
Okay.
I thought I got a good deal.
Yeah.
And I walked out very happy.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
it
was one of those things where I walked in and I saw him and I looked at him. I go, what is this? He goes, local dude just died, huge Beatles collector.
Wow.
He goes, his whole collection's over there. And so originally I went and I bought some old live stuff, like some rarities you couldn't find. And then I went to breakfast and I couldn't stop thinking about it. And I'm calling all my vinyl heads, like, should I get this? And they're like, I would already have it in hand.
Yeah.
So I went back and I bought it, and it was the greatest thing that's ever happened to me.
Wow.
Well, you're no piker when it comes to this stuff. You have like 500 plus.
Yeah,
in your
400.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what I did was, if they can pull it up, my last album, I recreated the Butcher record.
Shut up.
Yeah, it's called, my album's called There's No Money in Babies. If I bring it up, I'm all 4 of them.
Wow.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I got to see that.
So what besides that is we're looking at it. It's very
I love it, dude. That's
great.
excellent.
What would you put in your top 3 most prized possessions in your vinyl collection?
Okay, there's that one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a like a 2002 print of the Led Zeppelin BBC sessions.
Oh, wow.
That's real rare.
Okay.
And then I found an original Meters record.
Meters. I don't know Meters.
They're like the godfathers of funk.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And they only pressed records when they were out, and they weren't incredibly popular, so they're hard to find.
Okay. Is that something you'll do when you're in town somewhere?
Yeah.
Go-
And that gets expensive. Like, I
Yeah.
walked into record stores and walked back out like, well, that just happened.
Well, you're in a bad area for that here. You've got a lot of vinyl stores that are really top level.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
I'll stay home.
Yeah.
I'll stay at the hotel. I already had a sneaker store call me and be like, can you stop by? And I'm like, all right, we'll see what happens.
That's another obsession of yours?
That's another one. Although that one's kind of waning, I feel like. I think I went through not a midlife crisis, but just definitely a point where I started making money, and I was like, well, my mom wouldn't let me have these, so now I'm going to buy all of them.
Well, when they become orthopedic shoes at a certain point, you're like, hey,
I got those Jordan 4 inserts.
Yeah. Oh my God. So is it the sneaker store on South Street? Oh, I'm drawing a blank on it.
Let me look it up. I can tell you they hit me up on Instagram. But
yeah, because there's a couple in this area. But listen, I get that, and I think you and I are close in age, but. I went and bought Jordan 4s and some Jordan 3s that and I don't wear them.
But there is I get it. There's such an aura attached to them that you just want to have them right.
So Chris, sneaker stores know they're like, dude, Porter's coming to town. We got to hit him up.
I think I went to this one with Bert.
Okay.
I think
that's the one.
I think we went to one with Bert, and
I'm gonna find it. For
it was the worst. day for me because he walked in, he looks at me, he goes, "Get whatever you want. It's on me."
Wow.
And I'm like, "Are you serious?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I looked at the kid and I go, "What do you have in a size 13?" And I didn't want any of them.
Oh, really?
And I wasn't like, I'm not going to have this guy buy me
stuff.
shoes I would never get.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I didn't get anything.
Oh, wow.
And I was literally, everyone on the bus is walking out with like these sweet grails. And I'm just like, I'll just get a coffee.
I have to ask, what's your prized
I got the
sneakers?
white Levi 4s that they released.
Oh, wow.
Suplex, I think, is the name of the
10
store.
years ago or so. Yeah.
Do you have them displayed, or how do you?
No, I wear. I don't
You wear them.
If I buy a shoe, I'm gonna wear them. I don't care how rare they are.
Okay.
Did you get your hands on the Costco Nikes?
I did not. I did not. That's not really my bag.
You were telling us off air that your friends, really good friends with Zach from Shinedown, who they're going to be in Hershey tomorrow. But Zach is a recent sneakerhead.
Not a recent sneakerhead.
No?
No, he's been in the game for a long. He has a room full of shoes.
Oh, wow.
And like he just has $40,000 shoes just like out.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
He didn't pay that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if he wanted to get online and sell those shoes, it would be 40
could do
grand
that.
right out the door.
Wow, man. So,
Yeah.
So with your stuff, do you have it secured? Is it not the sneakers, but if you have stuff on that level in your record collection, is it in a vault or a room, or how do you?
I don't have vault money yet. That'd be a weird Batman style situation where it's like, you want to listen to the Beatles? Hold on. Beep, boop, bop, boop, beep, bop, beep.
Yeah.
No, they're just out.
All right.
Yeah. I got
agree with
Ring
you.
cameras.
You see,
we'll figure it out.
You see people get these collectible things and they leave them in the package. It's like, I want to touch it. I want to,
Yeah, no, that's not my vibe.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
I buy something, I'm going to use it. Yeah.
So, Casey, unfortunately, Suplex closed
Oh,
a
no.
few months ago. Yeah, and that's the place where you went with Bert on South Street. But there is a new spot called Marquee Philly, and it got me because it's all like vintage tees and a lot of like band tees. They have that classic one of Ozzy sitting on the toilet. That's what drew me in. And then upstairs is a vinyl shop.
I need to ask, I'll ask you. You might know. Do these stores do like trades and stuff like that? Because I have two pairs. I have a pair of high-top Nike Dunks and a pair of low-top Nike Dunks that when I bought them, I got them a size too big because...
So you didn't wear them?
No, because if I did wear them, I don't know. Nikes fit me a little bit differently, but they're too big. And so I feel like I need to get a size lower now. Do you know what I mean? And like, would they trade me if, like, let's say
If they're new, if they're dead stock, they'll work with you. But if you've worn them at all, you have to go to eBay.
Okay.
And there's a good market for that. There's a lot of people that'll buy your worn shoes.
Yeah.
I am not a shoe guy, but I did buy a pair of shoes, and the only size they had was too big for me.
Okay.
So when I wear them, I have to wear two pairs of socks. But they're Vans that look like Eddie Van Halen's guitar.
I love that.
Like
And so I'm like,
Frankenstein?
how can I not get those? But I got a half size too big, and they feel weird when I wear them. That's why I don't wear them that often. But I do have to wear at least two pairs of socks.
Let me ask you, because we were talking about Zach from Shinedown, and you're a musician yourself, and do you have a band with him and the other guys?
I have a band with Zach. I mean, not a band. We do a project together called Campfire Astronauts where we tell stories and sing songs.
That sounds pretty cool. So how much time can you devote to that throughout the year?
Not much.
Yeah.
There were, especially this year, they released an album and they're on. It's like a 2-year cycle. So, but they're doing a.
Do you have guest walk-ons?
Yeah, when we do it in Nashville, it's stupid.
Yeah,
like, we did a show with Jelly Roll came up, Kenny Wayne Shepherd came up, and you're just they're just like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, they're all over the place.
You're not just screwing around. You can play.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah.
I don't do the doodly doos or the weedly wees, but I can.
What do you prefer to play on? Electric, acoustic?
Either ones. They both have their. If it's just me, obviously an acoustic, but
right.
in a band, I don't care.
So if I chuck this Martin in your arms right now, what's your go-to? Is it something original or
no? I don't do originals.
Okay, all right.
I do all that for the jokes. I like to do Aretha's version of The Weight.
Oh, really?
I like that one.
Can you sing it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And
dude, I don't think I've ever heard that.
I like I'll do Feeling All Right just because it's easy.
That's a great song.
Are we just going to do it?
We're going to just do it.
Case, is it tuned, though, Case?
Oh, it's in Martin. It's always in tune.
Okay. That is in tune.
Ish.
Yeah. Tune up if you want. Feel free to.
Pulled in the Nazareth, wore feeling about half-past dead. Just need some place where I can lay my head. Mister, can you tell me where a man might find a bed? Jack grinned and shook my hand and no was I to say. Something like that.
Nice! Dude, I mean, I knew you were pretty good, but so is that your release? Is that your...
Yeah, that's my hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't play softball anymore.
So you went with this.
I do this, yeah.
I didn't know Aretha did a version of that song.
Oh, yeah.
I got to hear
it's
that.
real good.
Okay.
Yeah. Because on the chorus, she's like, take a load on Benny.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell everybody what you're doing?
Yeah, well, I'm going to join Brent Porsche. He's doing the Visit Delco live broadcast series. And today's stop from 3 to 7 is going to be at Dolan's Bar in Ridley Park, the legendary Dolan's Bar at Ridley Park. He'll be there from 3 to 7. I'm going to pop by there. Cheese and crackers, guys.
Cheese and crackers?
I know.
double toothpicks.
Pardon my language. I apologize to all the children listening right now.
Shut the front door.
But I'll be there from like 4 to 6. Then from there, I got to go up to King of Prussia. I'm going to host the Jackass screening at 7. And then after that, I got to head down to, at least this one's close to my house. I'm going to be at Rose Street Park because Kyle Mack's band, Minute by Minute, is playing at Rose Street Park tonight.
Oh, that stage, that amphitheater that they have is awesome.
It's really, really great. And listen, the park has always been great, but the amphitheater's been there for a while, but they just put this brand new playground there. But like Kyle's band is awesome. And I think they go on at like 7 or 7:30, and then I'm going to bring them on for their second set around 8:30.
Okay.
So, I'm going to be...
That's a tight schedule.
I'm going to be going all over the place.
Make sure you do a lot of speeding.
Yeah. No, I'm going to leave in enough time that I can go the
Cheese and crackers, officer. I didn't mean to do that.
You little rugrat.
Yeah. But you are gonna be worn out by the end of the day.
I'm worn out right now. Yeah. Yeah. I had a rough night last night. So
what happened?
I got diarrhea.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You had to blow out of the studio a little while ago.
Yeah. So
phase 6, phase 7?
About a phase 6. So it kicked in at around 11 p.m. last night.
You know that gurgle.
Yeah.
There ain't no gurgle like a diarrhea gurgle.
Yeah. Woke me out of a dead sleep at about 2. I got to sit down for 20 minutes. It was one of those things where I looked at the clock. I'm like, okay, it says 2 o'clock. And then when I got back in bed, it was 2:20.
Oh.
I'm like, man.
It's the worst. It's the worst.
It was wild because it was in my dream, right? Like
Did you have diarrhea?
Yeah.
Wow.
In my dream. And then I was like, oh. I'm like, thank God I woke
these dreams.
Did you have the pucker?
Uh-huh.
The butt pucker?
Yeah, the butt pucker and all that.
That sucks.
That's
oh my God.
That's do or die time.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Yeah. All right. Well, hang in there, buddy.
Thanks, man.
And I hope that clears up for you.
Oh my God, me too.
Before you're bouncing around today.
It'll be one of the legendary bringing on for Kyle's band.
Oh my God, I saw Casey, and you should have seen what he did.
Cheese and crackers. He blew diarrhea all over the amphitheater.
It's going to be a 2
And you know
minute
what was
day.
in it?
Yeah.
Cheese and crackers.
All right. Well, good luck. Go see
you.
Casey today. Support him today. And Brent Porsche, please. All right. We have Bizarre File stories. Let's go.
WMMR presents Preston and Steve's Bizarre File.
Brought to you by Sequoia Outback. If your deck has more cracks than Liberty Bell, then it is time to upgrade. You can update your backyard at Sequoia Outback so it will last the next 250 years. 309 in Hatfield and at decksupplies.com. All right, Casey, since you had a diarrhea story.
Yeah.
A St. Louis City firefighter has been placed on administrative leave after surveillance video showed him defecating in a box inside Lambert International Airport.
What's in the box?
The fire department confirmed the firefighter's identity, but the station said that they're not naming him because He has not been publicly criminally charged, and he is no longer working at Lambert International.
Okay, well, I mean, was he doing it as a goof, or like did he?
Or was
have
it
to
desperate?
Go? Yeah.
That's the question I have.
Like,
Was it out of necessity, or was it just to put on a show?
I always feel bad for people that get cited for doing something like that they weren't trying to do a criminal act, but they just had to go.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and,
sure.
Like, did he at least try and duck behind a bush or something like that?
He brought a bush into the airport.
Yeah.
Are you speaking from your own experience?
From my own experience,
Yes.
yeah. Like, listen, but listen, if this dude is a sicko and he just wanted to dump in a box in front of an airport.
The dude who was taking the dump at the track at the high school. Remember that? Multiple times?
Yeah.
So the incident happened on June 10th. A photo from security footage shows a man with his pants down holding a box behind him. A Lambert spokesperson said fire personnel operate independently at the airport but are on site 24/7. The incident happened in an area operated by the airport's food and beverage concessionaire.
That's a bit of a problem.
Excuse me. The Lambert spokesperson provided a statement on behalf of the airport that called the incident unacceptable for anyone associated with this airport. It added that we, quote, appreciate that the fire department removed the firefighter from his duties here.
So no pun intended. So we're looking at a photo. I would guess that he was not far from an active bathroom where he...
Me too.
Yeah.
One person familiar with the situation said this is out of character for someone who wears the uniform. Another said that this is disgusting and deserved disciplinary action.
Even the Dalmatian was upset.
A woman caught on video emptying a public trash can on the street, then stealing it during New York City's Knicks championship parade was a director at J.P. Morgan Chase who was fired yesterday over the incident. Angie Baez, 40 years old, was promoted to Executive Director of Community and Industry Engagement for Card and Connected Commerce at J.P. Morgan Chase more than a year ago. Sources say that the bank looked into the incident after the video surfaced, and a J.P. Morgan Chase spokesperson said that the employee is no longer with the company. Clips that surfaced over the weekend showed Baez dressed in Knicks gear, dumping the contents of a limited edition blue and orange trash can onto a Manhattan sidewalk. I mean, it was full.
Yes.
Too. Before walking off with the receptacle, additional footage shows her riding the subway with a stolen bin. Now, it's pretty cool looking trash can.
No, it is in the Knicks colors. Yeah.
I do have to admit that. But two things. You don't steal it, and you don't dump the entire trash can all over the sidewalk. So under New York City law, the theft of property valued under $1,000 is typically charged as petty larceny, a Class A misdemeanor. Consequences are often minimal, usually a fine, summons, or community service for first-time offenders. The littering that accompanied the theft could bring additional penalties. Dumping trash onto the street and stealing public property for your own personal use are both illegal, antisocial behaviors, according to the Department of Sanitation. They said, and not what New Yorkers do. On top of all of that, doing both on camera is incredibly stupid.
That's what New Yorkers do all the time. But the fact that she was there, and there was clearly...
Somebody filming.
Right there.
Standing right
there.
in front of her, yeah.
And they're selling these trash cans online.
Oh, no kidding.
$168.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a collaboration with some local artist.
Well, she got fired. A man who previously... Do you hear my voice there?
Yeah.
A man who...
She's going to tell you a new bizarre fire.
Previously served as a church youth pastor has been charged with the murder of his wife nearly 20 years after she fell to her death from Angela's Landing in Zion National Park, or Angel's Landing. I'm sorry.
I climbed Angel's Landing.
Okay.
Why does this story...
You remember this.
Remember the story.
So David Vandermeer, 48 years old, was charged Tuesday with murder and insurance fraud. The charges came after the investigation into the death of Bernadette Vandermeer was reopened following a tip sent to the office. The tip came from Vandermeer's former boss at his church, who told investigators that he believed the death was not an accident and that David had pushed her. In the early morning of August 2022, August in 2006, the 22nd, the couple had hiked to the top of the popular spot in Zion to allegedly take sunrise photographs when David claimed that he turned around and heard her scream as she was falling.
Yeah.
He told detectives he was moving backpacks when Bernadette allegedly fell and then ran through the trail to find someone with better cell service to call 911. Her body was found hours later by detectives at the base of Angel's Landing. Court documents allege that while serving as youth pastor, Vandermeer began a sexual affair with an underage girl at the church and told her that the only way they could be together was if his wife were not alive. In 2006, the same girl who was of legal age, broke off her 4-year relationship with David the day before Vandermeer left for Zion National Park. Within a year or two following the fall, he was fired from his church job after he allegedly was throwing parties for underage members and providing them with alcohol at his house. You know, a good youth pastor.
Yeah.
2 years after her death, he and the former church congregant with whom he was having an affair married in a private arrangement, and they divorced in 2014 over accusations of infidelity. He has never been charged with any crime related to sexual impropriety or abuse of a minor. Following the death, though, a coworker of Bernadette's said that she contacted police and was concerned with some of the circumstances surrounding what happened. The coworker said that although she had worked with Bernadette for 6 years, she had only met Vandermeer once and only for a few minutes. She added that David never attended work functions with his wife or parties with her or friends. According to the coworker, after the couple sold a condominium years earlier, David purchased a $50,000 Cadillac SUV, which was stolen months later with insurance paying off the loan. A search of the couple's hotel room following Bernadette's fall found no evidence of violence and no signs of struggle appeared on the items found on her body after it was located. But for whatever reason, they believe that he may have had something to do with her death, and so he was arrested.
They've been sitting on this for a while, waiting for something. So, it's an amazing story.
Last story. An unhappy camper spent about 15 minutes submerged in sewage in the putrid tank of a California campground's vault toilet.
Oh, man.
After falling in, trying to retrieve sunglasses he had dropped.
Was it worth it?
It took place on Saturday about 50 miles northeast of downtown Fresno. A spokesperson said specialist crews and crews from CAL FIRE were required to extricate the unidentified man from the confined tank beneath the waterless, non-flushing toilet. Sergeant Chris Tullis said that a caller at Camp Edison reported the person tumbling in. Via a Spanish translator, they advised us the subject had fallen into the chemical storage tank. Fire personnel responded and were able to safely get him out, decontaminate him, and he'll be okay.
Decontaminate. Don't the sunglasses look good on me?
Tullis said the man was not injured, but he did require a hosing down from the CAL FIRE crew before he walked away.
I don't care what you drop in. It's not worth it.
It ain't worth it. And there you go. That is what we have in the Bizarre File for you this morning. All right, you know what I'd like to do? I would like to give away that 4-pack of tickets to go to Jackass Best and Last Fan Fest screening, which is tonight at the UA King of Prussia. Casey is hosting it, and there will be an appearance by Dave England, who is part of the Jackass crew, and he'll be here tomorrow morning, by the way. So we'll take caller number 11, 610-660-9333. Make sure you tell you and your buddies about the special Jackass Best and Last opening fan event tonight. 7 o'clock, and it's at Regal Cinemas, and you can get a ticket to that event tonight.
Nice.
But we'll give you that 4-pack if you're caller number 11 right now. I'm going to take a quick break. We'll come back in just a moment, so make sure you stay with us.
For free.
Put some soul in it. Yeah.
Well, take along now, man. Yeah. You put a load right on me.
Chris Porter. Who the hell knew?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Wow. So that's why they call you the male Aretha Franklin.
Well, that and I got a big old butt. What's up?
So I just handed this to you. You didn't know I was going to hand you a guitar. Do you immediately get nervous? You start sweating and stuff?
Yeah, like I definitely didn't sing that as well as I had hoped.
You
but
did
also,
damn good.
I just warmed up. I haven't warmed up, so.
So will you, so you have a lot of musician friends.
Yeah.
Clearly. I know Kid Rock's a friend as well down there, right?
Mhm.
And so, could this, albums, would you ever release an album?
No, it's too late for that. I'm 47. No one wants to hear what I have to say.
I think, you know, what it is, and it was the first time we ever had you here in the studio. You just have this aura, this vibe about you. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, and so that's why I think people gravitate. They'd be like, "This guy's fun and funny."
Well,
and
like we know you fall into things. Like it's like, how did you end up there? And that's the story of your life.
Well, that's one of the things. I started a band in Kansas City mainly because I love it, but also it was like I was finding myself playing guitar for Jelly Roll on a tour, and you're just like, well, I should be in better shape for this.
So you went to a high school. I was reading about this, like the student body of your graduating class was 100 people?
104.
104?
Yeah.
So it's a small school.
Yeah.
And so were you the kind of kid in the small town going, I got to see the world? Or because your attitude is sort of like a, I don't want to say Forrest Gump to imply mental correlation, but you kind of wander into things and you can roll with things.
I will say this. I don't think I've ever said this out loud. I remember graduating high school, and we, in the lunchroom they had all these giant posters of all the classes.
Right.
And I just remember going, I want to be the most famous person from this high school.
Wow.
But I never told anybody.
And are you? I assume.
Yeah, but it wasn't a hard, it wasn't a high bar. It was like
you had to compete with 103
It was like
other people.
me and the kid that took the police on a multi-state chase.
Did that actually happen? Did that actually happen?
I don't know if he went multi-state, but he was definitely on TV for some time.
Wow.
Like mid-chase.
Man, I haven't had anybody like that in my school. That
with his daughter in the car.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I told these guys when I graduated, my graduating class was like 1,100, like it was huge. And they actually brought one of the graduates handcuffed, undid the handcuffs. He went up, got his diploma on the other side, handcuffed him again, and took him away.
Well, he earned it.
So Chris, this guy who was eluding the police, I guess, in your small community, like, would people not want selfies with him now and stuff like that because he was famous?
I'm not even sure if he's still alive anymore.
Wow.
All right, let me ask you this.
And I'm sorry to be dark about it.
In your senior superlatives, would that guy have gotten most likely to go on a multi-state chase from the
He would have
police?
been in the top 4. Like, we weren't surprised.
Yeah.
It was like, there goes Jake. He's crazy.
It's funny when you share a school. I wonder if the same dynamics exist in 104 people as in a large.
No.
Right.
First off,
everybody.
We had the black kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, and the Asian kid. Like, we had representatives from all the races, but
There you
they
go.
were, other than the whites, they were one-offs.
And it's a big agricultural, agrarian community.
I mean, not everyone had farms, but a lot of people did.
Okay.
Some of the kids I played high school with, we'd show up to practice and be like, I've been up since 4 baling hay.
Wow.
And you're just like, I just woke up 14 minutes ago, barely made it.
We were talking about summer jobs when you're in school.
Yeah.
So what did you do?
I was at McDonald's most of high school.
You're dealing with a brother right here.
I was 14.
Yeah.
I started at 1, and then I moved to a corporate store because they had newer stuff. Like, the first one I started at still had like the 1970s flat registers and all this stuff.
Okay.
And so then I moved to the corporate store that had all the new I was 15. I was very easily impressed. and then I worked there till I was 17.
Were you a good worker?
Yeah, I loved it. I what happened was the regional manager came in, and the manager of my store goes, "This is my protege, Chris," and I was like, "I quit." I quit immediately, and
didn't want to hear those words.
The last thing I wanted to hear were those words. So then I went and worked at a sandwich shop. And this dude made me, every Saturday I'd have to work a double, 10 to 2, 6 to 10.
Yeah. Whoa.
And I was like, buddy, I can't keep doing this. He was like, I need you. And I just remember from 10 to 2 I worked. At 2 o'clock I went to Best Buy to buy a CD, and they were having a job fair. And I got hired, came back for my second shift. I go, I quit. And he goes, what happened? And then I worked at Best Buy for 2 years.
Best Buy's a good gig.
Oh, especially in 96?
Yeah.
Oh.
In its prime.
Oh, dude, I was that blue polo had some cachet. Yeah. Not so much now.
What was your discount?
We got 10% over cost.
Okay.
Yeah,
10% over cost.
Like on TVs and stuff, it was all right, but on accessories, like $100 mount was like $8.
Nice.
It was nuts.
That's crazy. I want to go back to your sandwich shop and your McDonald's days because if I remember correctly, you, with a white hot passion, hate pickles, right?
Oh, very much so.
Okay, so did you even hate touching them, or is it just like taste and stuff?
No, I would touch them.
Okay.
You know, you got to get the job done. It's not like when Porter was on grill, there were no pickles.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, no pickles.
Don't go at 3 o'clock. You won't get any
that
pickles.
kid won't touch them. He won't go anywhere near them.
But Preston's son, his pickles can't even be on the plate. It'll ruin the meal.
Yeah, same
It'll,
thing.
you know.
I'm a little past that, but
Okay.
sometimes they put that real juicy pickle on it and it's just dripping into the
Yeah,
bun. And you're
yeah.
like, well, you just ruined half of this sandwich.
Mm-hmm,
Or my favorite is, all that fair, a lot of my fans are in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And I'll be at a restaurant and this waitress will come up and be like, I don't know what this means, but the staff wants me to give you this. And it's just a plate of pickles. and I'll look over and then the kitchen entry is like 8 dudes like, we love you.
Well,
Here's a bowl of stuff you hate.
You've made it known you have a general disdain for vegetables, right?
Yeah.
You're not a vegetable guy at all.
No, and I've tried.
Yeah.
You know, I go on dates. I don't like to be embarrassed. But
we've talked about we love the notion that KFC forever has totally said no to anything green on the menu. There's nothing.
Yeah, there's corn in the bowls.
That's it.
That doesn't even count.
Yeah,
that's
that's
just
it.
decoration for later.
Yep. Yeah. I gotcha.
That next day, you're like, oh, that's right, I had corn. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So what? So you primarily just a meat eater? Is that it, or what?
Yeah, a lot of meats.
Okay.
I don't go to the bathroom a lot. But, no, a lot of meats, carbs, meat, like generally meat and potatoes.
Well,
So you're a cheesesteak guy then? Were you get
I hit
cheesesteaks while you're here?
Bibbles as soon as I got here.
Okay.
And I'm not saying they're the best.
Yeah.
That's just who Zach recommended, and I just went with it.
There you go.
And yeah, so I did that yesterday.
Are you
a little too much whiz?
Oh, really?
For the first time ever, I couldn't. I was like, I got to back off.
You got to go with the Cooper Sharp these days. I used to be a whiz guy myself, but
Yeah.
Cooper Sharp is definitely the way to go.
I think you just get to an age where you're like, I can't put these many chemicals in my body
Yeah.
without it being liquor.
I'm going through that now. Like I'm just trying to just shear off that as if I can, try to reduce, because you're only going to get so many years, and if you
you don't want to be on your deathbed going, the whiz got me.
Hey, where are you in relationship status these days?
I'm
Got anything
as
going on?
single as it comes. I went through a pretty heavy breakup before I moved home.
How heavy?
About 400 pounds. That's not how much she weighed. Just how heavy. No, it was like a girl I thought I was going to marry.
Oh, man.
And then I couldn't make her happy.
Ah.
And so,
Yeah.
We've heard a couple people say that, a couple of comedians recently were talking about they're in relationships with other comedians because they're the only people who are really going to understand the lifestyle.
Yeah.
Do you subscribe to that notion?
I think it helps. I
Yeah.
think or they just have to have an open. I've dated women who weren't comedians, and it was fine. That's
Yeah.
not why we broke up.
Okay.
It was because she didn't get the jargon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think it helps. It also just depends on the person.
Yeah.
Because, each person, one person's going to get something, the other person's not going to get it. And as long as you're okay with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a pretty good mindset. It's like if a white woman got something, I wasn't going to get that.
Right.
They were looking for that.
Right.
And some people just are like, I should have gotten it.
Yeah.
Beep, beep, beep.
Where do you try to meet girls? Are you on apps? Or you go to bars?
What are you, my mom?
I'm looking out for the women of Philadelphia. Maybe you opened up Bumble when you got here.
Oh, can you do that? Can you just come into town hot and start
Oh my God.
swiping?
It's a thing. You'll actually see people on a plane. As soon as they land, they'll open up and just start swiping.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not even on the apps yet. I haven't even gotten there yet.
How long ago did this?
Ideally, I would like an organic, farm to table girlfriend.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. A meet cute.
A meet cute. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd like to have a story to tell. Not my kids at this age, but someone's kids. When they ask how I met her, I don't want to be like I was on the toilet and she popped up.
The picture was there.
And it was a good move.
How long ago was the breakup?
Year and a half, like right before I moved
Okay.
back home.
All right.
And it was kind of the precipice for it.
It's tough, man. We talk about this all the time. I've been married for a long time, and I don't think I would be a dead man in this in this world right now, trying to find some. It is a constant joy that I found the person.
Yeah.
But I mean,
you don't have to rub it in.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'm so happy.
And life is so great,
and
when
I'm
you're happy.
fulfilled. I'm fulfilled.
Well, hey, here's a text that came in for you, Chris. It's from someone named Karen. She wants to know if you want a handy behind the club later on.
I'm good on the handy.
You're good on the handy?
Why would? First off, ladies, that shouldn't be your opening offer.
Brent Porsche not only doing a live broadcast today that Casey was talking about. Where's that going to be? The legendary
Dolan's Bar in Ridley Park.
And then tomorrow, Brent's doing another live broadcast, and a few of us from the staff are going to be there. I'll be one of them. Marissa's going to stop by as well. I think Matt Cord and Ryan Shuttleworth. But he's broadcasting in Atlantic City. And it is America's Birthday Bar.
It's so cool.
The debut of this place inside the 1927 Lounge at Ocean Casino Resort in AC. And it is an immersive Americana-inspired pop-up with some photo ops and historical figures, including George and Martha Washington, Ben Franklin, and Rocky. American historical figure. But Brent's going to be broadcasting live, and every hour he's got a chance for you to win tickets to several shows that are coming to Ocean Casino Resort, including Adam Lambert, Blues Traveler with Jim Blossoms and Spin Doctors, Joey Diaz, Sebastian Maniscalco. So the whole thing starts, it says starts at 5 p.m., but Brent's doing a show there. But the first 76 guests are going to get Yingling Limited Edition, America's 250th Lager Can, and you have a chance to win a bunch of other prizes, overnight stays, gift cards, and all kinds of goodies. So that's tomorrow, and me and Rochelle are going to go.
I would have loved to have gone, but we have stuff going on that precludes us from doing that. But you guys are going to have a great time. So it looks really cool. I was checking out the stats.
Yep. So join us if you have the opportunity. All right. Case, you mind if we do this? There's the music. Head to the Just Sayin Institute.
The Just Sayin Institute, home of the new, slightly damaged soil and mulch discount outlet.
Dude. Slightly damaged soil. All right, so I saw this last week and didn't get a chance to mention it, but there's research out of Rutgers University that says there could be a new connection between popular diet drugs and reduced violent behavior.
Is there anything these GLPs can't do?
It's crazy. There's something coming out.
There's got to be a bad side to something.
Every other week. So the observational research looked at people taking GLP-1 medications and found the drug lowered levels of behaviors linked to violence. Daniel Semenza, the lead author of the study, said, we looked at things like assault. We looked at things like armed robbery, getting into fights. He said the research covered 821 people. It showed that the well-established link between impulsivity and violent behavior was substantially weaker among current GLP-1 users compared to people who were no longer taking the medication.
I dropped 15 pounds and I stopped pistol whipping people.
He said GLP-1 users, the likelihood that being highly impulsive is lower for translating into violence than it would be for people who aren't on the drugs.
It's new. Violence be gone.
He said, we were quite surprised with how robust the impulsivity finding was in particular. He emphasized the study was observational. It does not prove that GLP-1 medications directly reduce violent behavior, but they've noticed this, okay? So experts say that crime and violence are strongly linked to issues with impulse control, and the drugs appear to work on parts of the brain linked to compulsive behavior like overeating.
What will the song they associate with this? Give me fun, give me happiness, give me that which I desire.
Semenza said it seems to influence things like reward processing.
Wow.
And how people respond to things like cravings.
Honestly, so what are the things now attributed to the ability to diminish an alcoholic's cravings?
Right.
What are there's a list of things associated which are now being discovered as secondary benefits of these things.
Yeah, they're finding that it's better for your heart.
It's almost it has the air of almost too good to be true, but a lot of it is being borne out.
Anti-inflammatory properties. People taking the diet drugs say that cravings, often called food noise, are dramatically reduced. He said one potential theory here is that there is something happening in the brain through these drugs that is quieting down that noise, and allowing kind of more calmness and a more measured response to things. Osmenza said that it's the beginning of what could be an important connection, but a lot more research is needed. So this is just the preliminary.
Just the beginning. I wonder, so if you were to get on any of these to mitigate those feelings, would you have the same response that someone who's been on a GLP and then goes off? Sometimes they say everything comes flooding back.
Yeah, don't know.
I just got to kill someone.
Other research has shown that the popular drugs that might reduce heart disease and breast cancer may be related to the weight loss or a lowering of inflammation, but more research is needed. Dr. Mike is a big proponent. He said these things, it's a miracle drug of sorts.
Yeah.
For, staying healthy.
It's the Arm & Hammer baking soda of the medical world.
Yeah.
Which was used for medical purposes, by the way.
All kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Here's another story just out of the Just Saying Institute. Could smoking weed protect your aging brain?
I don't know that.
A study. Oh, Dr. Mike's on the line. Hang on.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah,
Okay.
we should go to him before we move on to another one because
he takes priority.
He wants to talk about the GLP, so he can speak on more authority than I can. From Fox 29 and Penn Medicine, Dr. Mike Srigley. Hey, Dr. Mike.
I thought listen, I know the routine. I thought I was going to be excommunicato there.
No.
But anyway, listen, these medications have revolutionized medicine in so many ways. I mean, every single day a new finding comes out, and it has to do with inflammation. And remember that these medications were originally designed for people with diabetes, and we found there was a tremendous reduction in weight. But now we're seeing all kinds of benefits, all related to a reduction in inflammation.
So, Mike, can you reel off some of the findings, because it's again it does have that air of almost too good to be true, but a lot of this is being validated.
Well, it is. And look, in God we trust, in everyone else, show me the data. All right? And I live by that. So it's not just, and I want to hear, it's a pharmaceutical. No, this stuff works. And it's all about inflammation. So let's run the list. Reduction of risk of dementia, proven in studies so far. All right, reduction of risk of heart attack and stroke, renal failure, reduction in risk of inflammation. I have people that have joint pain, and I put them on it. They think I'm like Marcus Welby, if you're old enough.
If they remember Marcus Welby. I do.
Yeah, I mean, but the bottom line
they
is
think you're Ben Casey.
The bottom line is that if you reduce inflammation, a lot of good things are going to happen. And if you have an alcohol problem, or even if you smoke cigarettes, there's data showing that there is less of a desire to drink alcohol and even have less of a desire to smoke. So it's really revolutionized. And by the way, there's a triple receptor one coming out. It's not out yet, maybe out early in 2027, that is going to be the mofo of GLP-1.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, the innovation in the medicine is wonderful. Is the insurance company working at, acknowledging all of these side effects to the medicine? Because right now, a lot of people are paying out of pocket still, and it's becoming a big expense.
Just all I can tell you, pray for me. All right? I mean, and pray. It's the bane.
I know how you feel about
existence.
Insurance companies for sure.
It's just one thing. Now, I will tell you there are ways that you can pay at a relatively reasonable price directly from the company. One is Lilly Direct.
Yeah.
All right, you can get you can get the drug directly from them. But look, once these drugs become such mainstay, if I'm an insurance company and I want to save money, I'm going to pay for it because it's going to save me from paying for somebody in an ICU.
It's so obvious. It's so obvious. All of these things that end up costing the insurance company. Obviously, you're paying your premiums into this pool, and then they pay out. But, I mean, every one of these is on a list of incredibly expensive things to treat, and this has helped mitigating it.
One of my philosophies has always been, when Norman Schwarzkopf in the first Gulf War, he was quoted as saying, "Why did you send so many tanks when you could have gotten away with 2. And he said, what is the value of one of my soldiers' lives?
Yeah.
And so I live by Norman Schwarzkopf's approach. What is the value? And I don't mean how much money you have. What is the value of you? Is it maybe priceless? You're important to you and to your family, yeah. So what do we need to do to keep you alive by any means necessary?
You're going to find this interesting, Dr. Mike, but Norman Schwarzkopf had a Marcus Welby bobblehead on his desk that inspired
Well, I
him.
have a Norman Schwarzkopf bobblehead on my desk.
Wow.
How do you like that?
And I have a Dr. Mike bobblehead on my desk.
And I have a Preston Elliott bobblehead on my desk. Well,
I
it's
like
actually
that.
on his desk.
All right, Dr.
Listen,
Mike. Yep.
I love you all. Love you, love you,
Love you.
All right, love you.
See you
Dr.
Saturday.
Mike. All right. See you, buddy.
Text me back.
All right, so back to this. And anyhow, I told you he's a massive fan of the GLP-1s. By the way, a side note before we move on officially to this other subject. I had a text from somebody that says, good morning. When I first started listening to the show, I thought the Just Saying Institute was a legitimate physical institute. After some time and trying to actually research where it was, I came to the sad conclusion that it is not a real physical place, but a place in our hearts. That's from listener Chris. So Chris, I'm glad that you thought it was real.
The JSI.
Yeah.
I think we still have JSI hats in the MMR Rock Shop.
Excellent. Go get them. I have one. I wear it from time to time. All right. Could smoking weed protect your aging brain?
Yes.
A study recently highlighted by the Washington Post suggests that it might. Led by the Salk Institute, the work focused on a cannabinoid called cannabinol, which is a byproduct of THC, which is the active ingredient in weed, responsible for the psychoactive effects. In experiments using human brain cell cultures and animal cells, researchers found that cannabinol appeared to protect neurons against oxidative stress, a pernicious form of biological wear and tear that leads to cell death. Oxidative stress is considered a critical factor in neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. The possible upshot: smoking more weed could lower your chances of developing dementia and similar cognitive conditions.
No.
Though, to be fair, the work is far from conclusive. So I want to make sure that you are aware of that.
I've heard things to the contrary,
Sure,
so
yeah.
let them hash this out.
Yeah.
I think the sharpest people that I encounter on a daily basis are the rabid potheads.
Yes.
Still, it's not the only study to suggest that cannabis could stem the inflammation associated with Alzheimer's, and it continues to be a promising avenue of research. Another study challenged some long-held assumptions about how cannabis use in adulthood impacts the brain. Published in 2024 in the journal JAMA Network Open, it found no significant link between middle-aged and older adults who recently started using cannabis for medical reasons and cognitive decline and impairment.
So you could make a case that heroin helps with weight loss.
I think it's pretty obvious. All the junkies I see are pretty skinny.
felt better, man.
Carl Hart.
I fit into my high school jeans.
Carl Hart, a Columbia University psychologist, argues that the adult brain is more resilient to the downsides of recreational blazing than traditionally thought. In his own experiments, he offered adults the opportunity to take a math test that they could earn money from by scoring well. He also, in a twist, offered them a chance to toke up before starting. While most people declined, those who did partake showed minimal signs of there being an impact on the accuracy of their answers.
Do you think we'll ever see cannabis commercials on television?
Once it is federally deregulated.
Right. So the question is, do you think that will ever occur?
Not for a while.
Yeah.
You know what? No, it probably won't. Well, that's a good question. It depends on who's running the government. At the time, who our elected officials are. Maybe someday. You know, there's more than half the country has legalized it in some way, shape, or form.
Right, yeah.
So it might eventually get there.
Do all of the states have to agree upon, or could the states be individual and it's still deregulated by?
So if it's on a federal level, it's a whole other mechanism.
Okay.
So
Yeah, you still have to have state, I guess, for it to be legal in your state.
And
you know?
Hasselhoff has to sign off on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
We know how
He's the
he's
authority.
been very, elusive these days. But anyhow, Hart interprets this saying that showing that weed doesn't turn you into an unmotivated bum, as the cultural stigma would have you believe.
It just makes you feel good about being one.
Even with the chance of earning more money, weed smokers were still down for the challenge and often scored well. So.
Yeah, I just feel like if you are already an unmotivated bum, then weed's going to do that to you. And if you're not an unmotivated bum, then
I feel good about my life choice.
Yeah, I told you, like when my son started wanted to dabble, I just said, listen, whatever you have to do that day, do it before you smoke.
Right.
Because weed can be the great demotivator. It depends on what your mental, where your inclinations are anyway. But sometimes it can be like, I'm not going to do anything.
So, I don't partake, but I know a lot of people do and get, and I said the story many times about my mother, her only choice, the only thing that worked with pain reduction when she was dying of cancer was that. We were talking to a friend over the weekend, last weekend, Preston, and she was saying that she knows a configuration or a type of pot that is actually a motivator for her that helps her accomplish things. So I don't know if you ever heard about that, but
I mean, there's different strains. There's indicas and sativas, and sativas supposedly they bring you up.
They bring you up. Okay,
and,
so maybe that's what she was talking about.
Are down. So maybe she found a hybrid, or she found something that worked for her.
So the sativas are
they raise you up.
Steve, when you talk to the bud tenders, you just tell them all the things that you are looking for, and they will direct you right to those different strains. It's pretty wild.
Yep. All right. I have other things than weed and GLP drugs at the Just Sayin Institute, which is not a real physical place. I'm sorry to break the news to you. But being active is essential for living a long, healthy life. But that doesn't mean that we have to turn to, running marathons or doing CrossFit or all that. Walking is an easy way to get your movement in while boosting your metabolism, raising your heart rate, lowering the risk of disease. But it's not just how far you walk that matters. The pace that you walk can also reveal information about your health and longevity. Previous studies have found that faster walkers who hit speeds of about 3 miles per hour or 100 steps a minute are more likely to live longer. Walking faster is also linked to improved health outcomes, like a lower risk of cardiovascular disease and type 2 diabetes. And according to a recent meta-analysis, people who walk the fastest were 43% less likely to die of any cause at all than those in the slowest walking group.
So you've always commented that I'm a fast walker.
Yes.
I do walk fast. And on the treadmill, I don't run. I despise the run, but I'm like walking at about 4.5 miles an hour.
Okay.
So I'm moving along at a clip at an incline. When I hike and just regularly walking around, I'm booking, But I like the walking clip. So that's good news. I'm glad to hear that.
When I go from A to B, I go at whatever my pace is. But if I'm walking for exercise, I walk faster for sure. I mean, that's the point of doing it.
But walking at 3 miles an hour and above is of such benefit, I mean, that's sort of would be kind of leisurely.
So here are the benchmarks of what we should be able to hit speed-wise in each decade of our lives. So this is where you should fall if you're a walker. In your 20s and 30s, 13 to 19 minutes at a brisk pace of about 4.6 miles per hour. In your 40s, 14 to 16 minutes at a pace of 4.3 miles an hour. In your 50s, 15 to 17 minutes at 4 miles an hour. In your 60s, 16 to 18 minutes of 3.3 to 3.7 miles per hour.
I'm killing it.
And if you're 70 and older, 20-minute mile at 3.5 miles an hour.
If you're on someone's back, can you derive any medical benefit from that? If you're getting a piggyback ride?
If you're getting a piggyback ride. I would imagine that it's good for your mind because you're relaxing.
Faster!
Yeah. So those are the benchmarks.
All right.
For
I like
those
that.
of you who walk for
It's good news.
Exercise. All right, here we go to something else. I'm not going to do another. Hang on. That was another.
Do something about boners.
An exercise one. I have nothing about boners,
right.
but this is about birth control.
Oh, it's hand in penis.
Well, is the iPhone considered birth control? This is a paper that asks this question.
I bet it is.
By the National Bureau of Economic Research, delving into why U.S. fertility rates have fallen by 22% since 2007. For a while, experts linked the decline to the recession that struck in 2008, when the global financial system nearly imploded, driving millions of people into hardship. But when the economy picked up, a rebound in births never happened. Myriad of other reasons have been posited, such as increased use of contraception, more female education, and growing housing or childcare costs. However, no clear cause has been established. So, Middlebury College economist Caitlin Myers and her student Ezekiel Hooper had tested a hypothesis that smartphones, which emerged with the arrival of the first iPhone in 2007, may have something to do with it.
So did they start getting it on as research?
No.
Oh.
Until 2011, iPhones were available from a single U.S. cellular network, AT&T. So they compared U.S. countries that had near universal AT&T coverage with those that had little or none during those years. And they found that access to the iPhone correlated with reductions in births by 4.8 to 8% at ages 15 and 19 and 3.2 to 6.6% at ages 20 to 24. There also are statistically significant but smaller declines among older women. When they stress that iPhones are not the sole cause, the introduction of the smartphone played a sizable role in the decline of U.S. births after 2007. It shaped people's behavior with less in-person contact.
Yes, that makes total sense.
They concluded as modern smartphones diffused, time spent with friends in person and sexual activity fell sharply alongside rising consumption of pornography, a possible substitute for partnered sex.
On a more physical level, if you actually hold the phone over the vaginal area during consummation, it serves as a protective wall.
Oh, it will block.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Another study published in May by University of Cincinnati economist Nathan Hudson and Hernan Moscoso Boedo found evidence of similar trends and on a global scale since 2007.
The phones in general, and we've talked about this, have led to a lot of isolation. A lot of people, that are connecting that way in a very removed way with other people, but not really on a real substantive way.
It's pretty wild how we are connected in a way to more people than we ever have been.
But in a less substantial way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In a less person-to-person physical way.
Yeah, you can keep up with people because of Instagram, but never say hi.
Well, there are people, and there is,
Never
they talk about
acknowledge
this illusion that you're in like sort of friendly relationships with people that you're not really a part of anything that they're
Do you
doing.
remember like high school reunions? The whole reason.
Right.
I haven't heard about them in ages. I have no idea what ever happened to them.
Yep.
Well, now you know.
Right.
You know
Right.
everything.
Yep.
You know?
How was the aquarium last week with your kid?
Yeah, exactly. You find out all of that
Do you
stuff.
still have that picture of C-3PO with the
boner?
Boner.
So they analyzed World Bank data measuring smartphone penetration and teenage fertility rates in 128 countries. They found that the decline in birth rates accelerated once smartphones became widely available, a phenomenon found across countries with fundamentally different healthcare, welfare, economic, and cultural environments. This, they concluded, points to a common global technology shock.
Yeah, that's it.
Some academics remain skeptical. For example, teenage births in the United States have been falling since the early 1990s, long before the dawn of the smartphone. Neither study examines how governments might utilize their findings. Both rich and poorer countries are grappling with declining birth rates, which lead to aging societies and shrinking workforce, putting a strain on social security systems and potentially dampening economic growth and productivity.
So years ago when you had a wall phone, do you remember how difficult it was to access porn through that thing?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Well, you could just do 1-900-HOT-HOT.
Dude,
you could do that.
I used to call those lines,
Did you?
those recorded sex lines, yeah.
Hot isn't enough letters, isn't it?
Yeah, there's 2 T's and one of the hots.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for clarifying.
Is this Preston again?
No, I would call the pre-recorded ones.
Oh, would you? Okay, you would engage.
It was just a sex story, essentially. So it was a girl telling you what she was doing to you or to herself.
Right.
And that was enough for me as a teenager.
That's all you need.
Yep.
So to me, this declining population or whatever, I don't think is that big of an issue. Like, I already feel like 8 billion people is like where we should really max out on this planet.
It seems like that.
Yeah.
Okay. It seems like that logically. Hey, there's going to be more food. There's going to be more resources and all this stuff. But there's the economy that you have to worry about. People need to work. Get
the numbers, people, to figure that out.
But there's reasoning. I know it's easy on a surface level to just say that.
Yeah.
But when it's broken down for you numbers-wise, we still need a population.
So for years ago, it was a big thing, and actually Bill Gates was a big proponent of the zero population growth. And when you look at the numbers and you look at the ramifications of a long-term stagnant population, it visits a lot of issues upon society in general.
But you know what, Steve?
Look at us sounding smart.
Why don't you look at what happened to Thanos' planet?
He snapped his fingers.
Yeah. No, but before that, man, he said it. He said it, and then the planet died.
Yeah, but the dude, it doesn't have a real beard. It's just carved into his chin.
That's right.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's just lines in his chin.
Yeah,
Right about
he's
that.
too stupid to know that.
Never thought about it.
All right. Anyhow, it might be the smartphones because of the low birth rates. I don't really know. All right, one more, or do we got to wrap it up?
Our guest is here. That's up to you.
All right, let me do one.
Punctual. You gotta love that.
Let me do one more quick one. Okay. Drinking beet juice before exercising may enhance performance and recovery, according to new research.
I take a beet supplement.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
and
is
I've
that good
noticed,
for?
Circulation.
Absolutely.
Nothing.
It's
Say
not
it again.
exactly known for having the best flavor, but 2 new studies show that it could give athletes an edge. And one, football players who downed beet juice before sprinting.
Double meat juice.
Testing showed more power, while in another, mountain climbers showed an improvement in strength and endurance, plus less muscle soreness during recovery.
So my understanding is that the beet, the supplement that I take is for circulation, veins, arteries, blood flow, cardiac
part of it.
benefits.
Yeah. I want to try the meat juice behind the beet juice. You know what I'm saying?
It all comes down to nitrate as the body converts it to nitric oxide, which improves blood flow and oxygen delivery to muscles, and beet juice is one of the densest sources of nitrate. Timing matters as well, as the athletes drank the juice about 2.5 hours before exercise, and downing it right before a sweat session probably won't have the same effect. So it's got to be, you got to get that like 2-hour window, I guess.
Meatloaf, sweetloaf, double beetloaf.
So question about the beet supplements.
Yes.
Do they turn your pee red?
No, they do not.
Are they red at all?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it doesn't.
No, they don't. I take two
come out
every
that
day.
way.
Yeah. I was kind of wondering that as well.
Yeah.
I've had that happen, though, when you eat beets.
I love beets. And anytime that we do have them, the next day I go to the bathroom, I'm like, oh my God.
I'm dying.
My pee is dark. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like, first couple times it freaked me out. I'm like, oh, yeah, beets.
Beets.
Yeah. Can make your poop red, too.
Oh, my God, my urine smells. Oh, asparagus.
Yeah, you know. All right, anyhow, we got to wrap it up. Hopefully we've gained some knowledge.
I think we have. I think we put forth a couple of provocative things to think about.
Just Saying Institute. Speaking of provocative, our next guest is here. He's going to be joining in just a moment. I'll get it together here. But when we return, George Wallace will be in our studio. So we'll take a break. We'll come back in just a moment. Stay with us.
Be something we negotiate down to.
Down to.
That's where, like, if you're like, let's make out. I'm like, what if we went all the way? And then you're like, we get down to that.
Yeah. So, Chris,
if that's your opening offer, I'm done because I can do that. I'm way better at that than you are.
Well, you've done it more.
Yeah. I'm very in tune with that area.
It's like no one says to Itzhak Perlman, do you know how to play that thing? Yeah.
Wow.
I love it when girls try, though, and they're like, it's not working. And you're like, I have no notes. I don't know what to help you with. I don't even know where to start. You're
I can
so
do it.
far away.
I would be like, let me show you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, here,
You're not nearly angry enough.
Angry.
Sometimes you got to get mad. Wow. All right. Well, listen, Chris is in town. Get your tickets while they last, my friends, at punchlinephilly.com. He's the Forrest Gump of comedy.
No,
he's not.
No,
it's not.
I was keying
I'm the
on
Forrest Gump of rock and roll.
There we go.
There we go.
No. Chris is awesome. We love him. So make sure you get your tickets. But you have 2 shows each night? I didn't see.
No, 1 show tonight, 2 shows tomorrow. It's summer.
Yeah. I got you, man.
You got to get out and buy some vinyl and sneakers. What's the song? The at the end.
Oh, it's Chris Cornell.
Show me how to live.
This is award-winning radio.
We are in the National Radio Hall of Fame.
All right,
for the naysayers out there.
Let me go to let's turn it over to our fans. I'm going to go to Chad. Hi, Chad. You're on the air. Good morning, bud.
Good morning, guys.
All right, you know what I think I'm going to do when I go to answer these calls?
Yeah.
Just make the noise.
All right,
yeah.
And then we'll find out what your story is. All right, Chad, what is the noise you can make?
Oh, it's got variations, so I can do an eagle, a mourning dove. Here we go. Ready?
Yeah. Oh,
That's
okay.
really good.
That's
goes
with
the
your
mourning dove.
that's with your hands, right?
Yeah, I can cup my hands and kind of blow into your thumbs.
Sure.
Your thumbs.
What's the eagle screech?
Well, that was my go-to eagle.
Oh, that sounded more like a morning bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded.
That wasn't an eagle?
The mourning dove.
Oh, okay. But it says here it says you have an eagle
All right,
screech.
so this is my eagle. Yeah, my
Yeah.
best one. Ready?
All right, yeah.
Is that an eagle?
That doesn't sound like an eagle to me.
It sounds like an eagle playing a dove.
There's a little Tarzan.
All right, thank you, Chad. Appreciate it. That's the most impressive sound he can make.
That is
can do
pretty cool.
Can't do it. You
So,
got it.
I can do it. I taught my son how to do it, and then he taught his entire class how to do it. This is in high school. And so he was at his rugby banquet, and we took video. All you could hear was everybody doing that. Because my son, I think he won like the MVP award, and as he was going up to get his trophy, you just hear people going, woo, woo, woo.
Oh.
Yeah, so he
I can
was
do
like...
I can do the gun with my
Oh.
No, stop it.
Impressive.
I wonder if I can do that. How do you do that? You hold your... Hang
Yeah,
on.
and then you
just cup your hands.
There, Casey. Great job.
Wow.
How do you create that reverb?
It's
sound?
amazing.
Wait, can I try?
Yeah.
All right. I forgot how to fire it. It's been a minute.
Marissa, can you do the actual gun with your mouth? We did this
No.
one day.
Oh, yeah.
Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah.
I can.
Girls can't do a machine gun.
Yeah.
That's the one. Yeah.
I can do the pop-up video sound.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
nice.
Not
I got
bad.
that. Pop-up video.
And then there's the old water drop, which is a...
Yeah.
Wish I could do that one.
Can you do this?
I can't. So
What are you doing, Case?
So Casey is to describe. He's putting his hands underneath his chin, and he's got one of his fingers in the webbing of the other hand.
Yeah, go. Okay.
Between, and then why do you hold it against the
You can do
chin?
it. You just, because
It makes like a
thing.
a thing. Yeah, whatever you call it.
Yeah, I think you can
It
kind
gives
of-
it resonance.
Yeah, resonance.
Okay.
Is what I'm looking for.
Hang on a second. Ed has a noise he's been making since second grade that got him in trouble.
All right.
So should I just have him make the noise when I go to him?
Yeah, have Ed lead with the noise, and then we'll ask questions.
All right, Ed, without saying anything, make your noise.
That's great.
Okay. Is that exclusively with your lips?
Exclusively with the lips. Yeah.
Okay. And you got in trouble in
It's like-
second grade.
Mrs. Santana had me for it, boy. Oh my God! And you know, to this day, I do it all the time when a song is on the radio, and it's like breathing to me. I don't even realize I'm doing it.
Wow.
So it's kind of
I can do like a harmonica with the hold on.
What does that sound like?
Wow, wow, going with it.
Sounds like a theremin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ed, you're a special breed of person. I have a friend of mine. His name is Tim. Tim, you're probably listening right now. He makes that same. He doesn't do it that way, but when you see him, he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" He's like, "Burr, burr, 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 burr," and he does the same exact. But For some
Thanks,
reason,
Ed.
he does it. He curls up his index finger and his thumb, and he puts it over his mouth and goes.
Does he do just a, or is he actually playing his hand?
Can he play songs?
But that's the sound that he makes.
Okay.
And Tim, I love you, Tim. He is the most interesting person. His son and my son went all through grade school together, and he'd be like, "Hey, guess who I saw today?" And then you got to say who?
Who?
Everyone I looked at.
Oh.
You know?
I have to go, Tim.
Yeah. Sorry,
You would love this guy.
Yeah.
You would love this
Working
guy.
hard, hardly working. I gotta go, Tim.
Pure positive energy.
I think I've tried this before,
Okay.
and I'm using a prop.
And Preston's pulling down his pants.
No, this is a Tootsie Pop. For Casey Keys Tootsie Pops back here, and these have been in here a
been
while.
there for a little while.
So the wrapper, I used to be able to make a excruciatingly loud whistle sound.
Oh, I remember you demonstrating that.
Yeah, but
one
I don't think
time.
I was able to do it. I'll try it one more time here.
Do you make a sound when you gleek?
No, there's no sound. All right, here we go.
There you go.
About that.
Does that hurt your own ears?
Not while I'm wearing the headphones. Normally, I wouldn't be able. I wouldn't even try it.
Right.
I can whistle very loud too, and I've had to stop doing that because it hurts my own ears. But yeah, I used to be able to make it a clear, piercingly loud whistle using those things.
Yeah, I remember,
And could get
yeah.
in trouble for that. All right, let's go to Aaron is going to make a noise, and Aaron, I want you to, without saying anything, make the noise first. Go ahead. Okay.
Is that a dying elephant?
It's a dying elephant, apparently. Is that just your lips, Aaron?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's pretty good.
I learned that I could do it,
So wait,
but it's
Yeah, that kind of hurts.
yeah.
All right.
I've never felt so much pressure.
I know. We
You
appreciate
did a damn good job.
going out on a limb here,
All right,
Aaron.
let me try.
Thank you.
It's
Nice.
amazing.
Pretty good.
Well done. And not as good as Aaron's, but
Nah.
all right, let's try. And we'll move along here in just a second because I'm sure this is driving people crazy.
Well, they're special talents.
All right, we have Shane who's going to do it. Shane, go ahead and make the noise.
Love that. The duck.
The Donald Duck thing.
Yeah.
Can you speak when you do that?
Nope.
No?
I wish.
Okay. All
Man,
right.
I had a friend who used to be able to do that so good. Steve McFalls,
Thank you,
if you're
Shane.
listening.
Yep.
He like,
Yeah.
but
It's hard.
But you can
hard.
really understand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can kind of fake it, but the people that can make it sound very clear.
Well, the
it's
guy
kind of
who
impressive.
did it for Disney all those years was,
Yeah.
masterful at it.
Man, I was going to have somebody. What did the last guy just do? It was a duck, right?
Yeah.
Damn,
It's a duck.
Ooh, somebody
I
stepped
can't
on a
remember.
duck.
All right, hang on. Let me go to Angelina, who can sing super high pitched. So Angelina, go for it.
Is that me?
Yeah.
No, it's Angela's.
Oh, Angela.
All right, okay.
All right. Go ahead, Angela.
Angela, that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I've seen people do that
Right.
before, and it sounds even weirder in person. Is that just coming out of your mouth, or are you using your hand or anything?
It's my mouth.
Just the
Nope.
mouth.
Just my mouth.
Yeah.
Mouth closed, and it's all in my throat.
Okay, that's in the back of your throat that you're doing that.
I used to be able
Wow.
to do the close.
Yeah, people cup their hands
Yeah.
over their
Yeah,
mouth.
yeah.
Right.
Pinky up.
All right, thank you, Angela. Angela, I want to call
Thank
her
you.
Angelina. All right.
I had two ventriloquist dummies growing up, and I used to try to perfect all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, one last call here. It just says Megan can make a throat noise.
All right.
All right. Megan, make your throat noise. We have in our studio a legend of the comedy world. We're so happy to have him back, and you get to go see him because he's going to be at Helium Comedy Club tonight and tomorrow. There's 2 shows each night, and you can check them out you can get the tickets at heliumcomedy.com.
It's Friday and Saturday.
What did I say?
Tonight and tomorrow.
Oh, I'm sorry. God, it feels
It's
like
the
Friday.
same thing. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Tomorrow and Saturday, George Wallace.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning,
is here.
everybody.
Nice to see you.
I don't
sir.
know whether I'm on the right show or not, but we've been talking about some stuff this morning. The last thing you talked about was beats.
I don't care. I'm not drinking beet juice whether I run, whether I walk, or whatever. That has got to be the worst. I'm trying to use the word worser.
Worser.
There's no such word as worser, is there?
No, there isn't.
But there should be. There's bigger, thicker. In English. Worser should be. That is when you come to vegetables, that is really the worst.
The beets? Yeah, you're not a fan. Yeah.
Oh hell no! They used to have it in school. You went and that's the worst thing. Is it a vegetable? Is it?
Yeah, it's a vegetable. Yeah.
It's the worst.
Man, when I was a kid, they tried to serve us lima beans at
Hey,
lunch.
hey, hold it.
You like lima beans?
You crossing the line. You crossing the line. There's nothing better than lima beans.
Are you in Cape May, New Jersey? They have a lima bean festival that takes place. You should come in town for that sometime. George.
Really?
Yeah.
And they have smoked meat in it. Oh, you don't like lima beans?
I do now, but as when I was in like 3rd, 4th grade, I thought they were disgusting. So
Oh, hey, beets.
Yeah,
same thing.
How's your culinary aptitude? Are you good in the kitchen? Are you a bit of a foodie? What do you like cuisine wise?
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, yeah. Everyone does.
On Sunday, somebody. I'm going to go to Chick-fil-A every Saturday night and get like 200 Chick-fil-A. So Sunday morning when you pull in, because you've done that. You drive down the street. Oh hell, they're closed today.
I've heard you mention that even Jesus would be eating Chick-fil-A.
Even Jesus, and I'm from Atlanta, so I went to the original Dwarf House in Atlanta. So I was there when the ladies were cooking the chicken, and they would put it on your plate with their hands.
I never understood why there was a Chick-fil-A in the Falcon Stadium. Because they play on Sunday. Mm-hmm. So it's not open.
That's why they renaming the stadium the Chick-fil-A Stadium. Because they both close on Sunday. Right. Falcon and Chick-fil-A. That's my little Atlanta joke. What do you know about Atlanta? You from Atlanta?
I am not, but I know about Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. And where do they get the employees? I want to talk about that. These are the nicest people in the world at Chick-fil-A. It must be a college or school, some kind of
an academy?
Academy, yeah. Because you could pull in there Saturday night at 9:45, and by the time you get up to the window, they say, I'm sorry, sir, we close at 10 o'clock. You say, but I've been waiting in line. Sorry, sir. And you can just call you ugly, whatever you want. And all they will say to you is, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. You can curse them out. You can call them anything. But don't try that at Popeyes. Don't do that at Popeyes.
Oh, yeah.
They'll come out and pull up at number 2. I'll be right out. And they will fight you at Popeyes.
What's your favorite between Popeyes and Chick-fil-A? Because they're kind of they both have, their sandwiches and their...
No.
No, okay.
Somebody did get shot at Popeyes over a sandwich. Remember that?
Yes. But when they introduced their
fried chickens to compete with the chicken.
Yeah.
So true. But I'm from Atlanta. I got to stay with my hometown team.
Okay, all right.
We have a lot of number ones in Atlanta. Do you know that? Well, people ask me, where am I from? I tell them I'm from Africa. They said, which part is Buckhead?
Buckhead.
There's more black people in Atlanta than there is Africa. You know that, right?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, you don't. Now you know. They made a movie, what was called Black Panther?
Yeah.
They wanted to make that movie in Africa, and they actually went over to Africa to make the movie. But when they got over there, they didn't have enough black people.
so they came back to Atlanta.
They called Delta.
Yeah. Do you still have do you have a residence there? Is that
listen, I didn't do drugs. You took me to except the GLP.
Yeah.
I didn't. So I haven't been to the bathroom 3 weeks. But listen, but yes, I live in Atlanta. And I live in New York City, and I live in Las Vegas.
Look
and
at
Los
you.
Angeles. Well, I didn't do drugs. I did real estate.
Let me ask you this. I wanted to bring this up. I was saying this to Preston, because obviously you're a legendary
Well, Preston doesn't know, so go ahead and ask him.
Yeah, please.
Legendary comedian. And I was reading about we knew you had a level of success before comedy, though comedy was always your goal. But you studied marketing and transportation, and you were involved you were vice president of the world's largest outdoor advertising company, and like doing stuff in like Times Square and stuff like that, right?
I think you're just making up stuff, man.
Yeah.
No, actually, I was vice president of a company called Metro Media, which is John.
Sure.
Yes,
we know it.
Name. He used to own the largest advertising company in the world. And I also did all of the buses here in Philadelphia, the top 10 markets in America, San Francisco, Los Angeles, New York. But yes, everything at Times Square.
So Metro Media, WMMR, the MM is for Metro Media.
Yes, I know, because we... all of that was a part of the group at the time.
Okay.
So you were doing stuff like the billboards and buses and I mean, because that before the internet, before ways to get the word out, that to get a billboard in Times Square was huge. That was what you were doing.
This is true. And I tell you what, before that, guess what I did?
I sold rags, real rags. Really? I sold the ShamWow before it had a name.
Really?
For Cleveland Cotton Products, it was a disposable cloth at the time, and it was blue at the time.
Wow.
And I used to go, one day I made $3,500, and I sold it to Earl Scheib.
Earl Scheib, the carpet guy.
You remember that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then they went nationwide, and guess what they did at Cleveland Cotton Product? They called me and said, they took the count away from me because I was on 15% on the dollar.
Yeah.
And they weren't going to let me make that much money.
Wow.
So they just took the count away, and I never will forget that. I sold the real rag, the dental cloth when you go in and get it used to be linen cloth, now it's like a handy white with a plastic on it,
the
right?
bib,
We
yeah.
sold that, and we sold all of the disposable protection wear. I sold rags.
Well, so you were doing pretty well when you went into comedy, right? You had a nest egg.
I had a car.
You had a car.
Any comedian had a car. That's how I became best friends with my friend today, 50 years. This month, 50 years, George Wallace. I'm the real George Wallace on Seinfeld. Did you know that?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm the roommate for 13 years.
Wow.
I'm the best man at Jerry Seinfeld's wedding.
Your roommate?
I'm the father of his kids. You need to know all of this stuff.
You fathered Jerry Seinfeld.
Well, look at them. They got dark hair like mine.
Yes, that's what breaking
You're
news
learning a
here.
lot from me, yes. But yes, I did business. I wanted to get a financial cushion before I got into.
Well, that's so smart. And then you walked into, was it the comic strip?
Yeah, and put them on buses.
And you're trying to sell them advertising, but you'd always wanted to do comedy. Did you go on stage that night?
I went on stage the next night.
Wow.
I went on stage. I went in to sell them advertising. Put your business in the street. Otherwise, nobody's going to know you're here. Because there was Catch a Rising Star. Then they opened a new club, street over, avenue over, and it was called the Comic Strip.
Yeah.
And they decided to do it. And I said, by the way, I do a little comedy on the side. And then next thing, they said, well, come on back in tomorrow. That was Thursday night. And I've been on stage every night since every night. See how easy it is to lie? I've been on stage every night. But if you're not lying, you're not living. So that's my name. Am I right? Like, look at this shirt I got on. This is when it come out of the bag, it says wrinkle free, right? You ever buy anything wrinkle free? What does it come with?
Wrinkles.
Come on. See, that's my job. I'd be thinking about stuff like that. It's even like now I'm trying to make a joke with stainless steel. There's no such thing as stainless steel, right? When you take it out of the box, what do you see?
Stains.
They give you some polish to go with it, right?
Yeah.
So that's my job, is think about stupid stuff like that.
You said when you were 6 years old that you fell in love with comedy. And
Yes.
so was everything in service of you eventually taking the stage as a comedian, like getting a nest egg, getting the ability to go through the process right from the beginning? It was all about comedy?
And I'm the most successful person you've ever met. To me, it's not about how much money you make. It's not how much money you make. It's how you enjoy your life while you're living.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, I've done everything. I've been everywhere. Like I said, my best friend is the richest man in comedy. And
it's a Jerry Seinfeld, yeah?
Yeah, but he doesn't do anything I don't do. You know, even flying on the airplane the other day, he says to me, you need to get your own plane. I'm going, what the hell's wrong with this one? We don't need two planes. If I can use his, right?
Yeah, totally.
Why should I do? But I'm so blessed. I love what I do, and I teach that in my show. I stop it like, is it Casey?
Yeah.
Yes.
With young people like Casey. How old are you, 22?
Yeah, about that. I'll be 23 next
Young
week.
people, is it Marissa?
Yeah.
You must enjoy your life. I'm one of the people that really do, I'm living my passion, and I teach the young people, make sure, if you remember nothing else, make sure you enjoy your life. Make sure you travel, get to know other cultures around the world. It is so important.
That is
Marissa, have you been anywhere besides, was it Valley Forge?
Yes, I travel as often as I can. I will do weekend trips. I
Weekend
jet
trips
set.
out of the country?
Not out of the country.
That doesn't count, Marissa. I'm talking about.
all right.
I'm talking about like jump that plane and go over the water, over the big pond, and enjoy. I used to do that on Thursday nights, and I'd be there all day Friday, Saturday, Sunday, get on the plane Sunday night, and be back at work on Monday.
So you do like European trips just a couple days?
I've been everywhere, man.
Yeah.
In the last 6 months, I started in Africa, in Lagos, and then I went to Lagos. Then I went up to the pyramids.
Wow, that's a bucket list.
Yeah, and then I went up to Lisbon, Portugal, and I left there and I went somewhere else. I forgot. I traveled so much, and then I went to Asia. I've been to what? Hong Kong.
Do you do comedy shows overseas too?
I do in Hong Kong.
Okay.
You know, English is their first language in Hong Kong. Did you not know that?
No, I did not know
It was
that.
a British colony until 1999.
Okay.
So it threw me off because when I walked in, all these Chinese people go, Mr. Wallace, good to see you, Mr. Wallace. Good to see you. I'm going, hell, they got their language down really good. You know?
Better than we do.
Yeah, but they've been speaking it. That's their first language. And most of the signs in Hong Kong are in
English.
English, yeah.
You know, my father passed away a couple of years ago, and he was lived to a ripe old age. And his main edict, he said to all of us, he recorded this sort of departing message and talked about his life. He said, the number one thing, travel.
And I got to say that again to Casey and Marissa. You got when you leave here, what is today, Thursday?
Yeah.
When you leave here tonight, don't even come in tomorrow. Just,
All right.
You heard that, guys? I'm out.
You and me tomorrow, Steve.
Yeah, that's it. We'll do it.
In case you want to go to Paris this weekend?
I can't. Well, I am traveling this weekend. I'm going all the way up to Rochester, New York. Yeah.
Oh, that's almost like going to Cleveland. That's out of the country. That's out of the country. I shouldn't say that. I studied in Cleveland, so that's I went to Akron, University of Akron.
So, well, as well-traveled as you are, what's your, I have to keep going back to this one location. What's the location above all else outside of the country that you go to the most?
Shanghai.
Shanghai?
Wow. You go to China, China will blow your mind. Like, we live in America, right?
Yeah.
And we said we got the best thing, the best world in the country. Well, let me just tell you, other countries are living very well.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know a lot about the communist government, but I know it can't be any different than what we're going through right now. It doesn't matter. So it's just, but I know the people are living well. The cars, the auto industry, you'd be surprised what the cars do. They don't hit bumps over there. They got cars that just level out. Just smooth.
We were talking about it. They're coming out with their
own. How come
own.
you get to ask all the questions? Preston.
Yes.
Preston, look at me.
Yes, sir.
You don't have anything to say?
I do.
Casey,
I'm waiting for my
window.
window.
Steve to shut up. Go ahead, Steve. What's your next question?
We were talking about the fact that the auto industry over there is booming, and they have their own sort of Rolls-Royce vehicle that they're
number one in Hong Kong, the number one consumer of Rolls-Royce.
Yeah.
The president of Ford said he does not want the Chinese auto industry in America because if it does, we're through.
Yeah,
I did see that, especially with what they're doing with the battery-powered cars, the electric cars.
You walk in 15 minutes, the battery, you're gone.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, they can charge fast.
If you're friends with, Seinfeld, are you a Porsche guy too? Because he's a massive Porsche
I'm not
fan.
in the cars. I'm not in the cars. He's had 60 cars. You got L.A. and New York. He loves the Porsches and I'm not in the cars. My brand new car is a 2008 Mercedes 550 with 40,000 miles on it. It looks brand new because I don't drive. When I get to the city, but I'm not in the cars at all.
Really?
All those Porsches is only thing. They're just different colors.
So besides travel, what's your hobby?
Lies. Get on that stage. I tell you what.
Lies are your hobby.
I got the best job.
My hobby is lies.
Listen, you have to lie to live in this world today. If you're not lying, it's something that's. Even being a minister, especially the black church, a preacher will walk out and lie. A preacher will tell everybody, first thing he says, I won't be long. That's a lie. No matter what you do.
You're so right.
Casey came out this morning, just a few seconds ago. He said, you'll be on in 1 minute. I've been out there for 45 minutes waiting. So you have to lie no matter what you do in life.
I'm learning from the best right here.
And I tell you, when you make people happy, now that's the best job I have, Steve.
Yeah.
When I see happy people, it makes me happier. And I just, when I get to the club tomorrow night, I don't know these people, and I like giving back, and it's just the best thing to do. Laugh. You was talking about medicine this morning.
Yeah.
The GLP, what's the GLP-1?
Yeah.
Yeah, and things like laughter is the other medicine. Laughter has been studied more than anything else. Best medicine in the world. Yep. And I'm going to tell you something. You can't even fake a smile without feeling better.
Yeah.
Try it. That's why they call me Dr. Wallace.
Yeah.
I see all my patients at the same time.
Have you ever been awarded a doctorate, an honorary, or besides your degree, your actual degrees?
Well, I've been nominated to New Mr. Vegas before I left there.
Okay.
So that's not a degree, but that's pretty big.
Nice, yes.
At what point during your career did the word legendary actually not make you feel weird?
I don't know what that means.
Okay.
Yeah.
It does make you feel...
You've been doing this for a long time,
50
right?
years. It's not How many people love to do you guys do? How long you guys been in radio?
So coming up on
30.
I've been in radio.
As a show, we've been doing it for 28 years, but I've been in the business for coming up on 35 years, I think.
And what do you do? What do you do for a living?
I listen to Steve ask questions.
Aren't we blessed? And I hope these young kids are listening and watching us. We love what we do, and all we do is make people happy. You got people out there smiling just because you guys are. I was listening to you guys coming in this morning.
I hope it's enjoyable.
I said, these are weird people I'm going to visit right now. But isn't that wonderful to learn and study? And you're talking about the weed and in my head, I got to go home and smoke. I don't smoke, but I have to listen to you guys. But I am taking the GL1, GL2, whatever you call this stuff.
Yeah. You're taking GL2.
You're taking that, yeah.
I'm on the Wegovy.
Wegovy,
sure.
yeah. How do you like it?
I lost 27 pounds in the first month.
Wow.
But I started noticing that I'm not going to the bathroom once a week, or if I can go.
Yeah.
And I had to take a laxative, so I don't like that part. So I stopped taking it for a while until I get back to my doctor in Atlanta and see, because they wanted me to move up to another level.
Do you know what they're saying, though? A lot of people do, Preston, I think you'd mentioned this, or somebody mentioned this, that like what they call microdosing, the GLP drugs, like you can sort of like...
You can't break that thing, can you?
I
what does it
know.
look like?
Are you doing the pill?
It's a little pill. I'm doing the pill.
Okay, because there's the shots,
I guess
too.
I guess I could
you can
break
break
that.
that.
No, but
it's
you
only that big.
Talk to your doctor, though.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you end
Yeah,
up
who the
like
hell are you guys?
I know, right?
He's the Just Saying Institute guy here.
This random morning show told me to do it.
But if you do,
Dr. Mike, go ahead.
if you are having like issues like, not being able to go to the bathroom, then you talk to your doctor, because there are supplements he can and should take in order to make sure
They told me to take those Miralax or something like that. And they told me to take all of these things.
Sure.
I took that, and they said, don't take the laxative. Now, there's a new medicine that you don't buy anything online.
No,
So they got everything online. If you're taking this, here's the only thing that works. I got that.
Okay.
I buy that's my drug addiction.
Did you have to change up wardrobe and stuff? Did you have to get new clothes? Or if you dropped 27 pounds?
That's another thing. When you see, next time I see Charles Barkley, and the guy was you guys that lose 30, 40, 50 pounds, buy some new clothing. Don't be Charles Barkley with these big ass old jackets. Buy some new
Draped on
clothing.
him.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
It does look weird. Yeah. I think that for a while you want to see, man, those clothes are hanging off you, so you invite the conversation.
Yes.
You look great.
Well, if you take it off and get on a custom-made suit, you really look great.
Yeah, true.
But I'm talking
George, I wanted to go back a little bit in your career and ask about working as a writer on the Red Fox show back in the day. How did that happen? Did you get to know Red through the comedy that you were doing, or how did that happen?
Well, I was on stage at the Comedy Store every night.
Yep.
And then they came in and asked, George, we've been watching you for 3 weeks. We'd like for you to join us on the Red Fox show. This was after he left Sanford & Son. Right. Was at ABC.
I remember the show.
Hour, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I says, I'm just starting comedy for 1 year. I don't know anything about writing. Because I never wanted to be on TV or movies or anything. I just wanted to tell jokes. I grew up, we had Red Fox, Mom's Mabley, Red Skelton, that's why I'm in the business.
Yeah.
And people liked it. I just wanted to tell jokes. That's all I wanted to do. I wanted to go to Las Vegas. They said some guys, Pat Henry and Don Rickles, those guys in Las, they were making $300,000 a year. And Jerry and I went, hell, that's enough for us.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's all we wanted to do. So I met Red Fox. They said, they approached me like 3 times. I said, I'm sorry, I can't do it. And then they told me it was $2,500 a week back then.
Yeah.
And that's when I decided maybe I could come up with a little something.
Yeah.
And so I did that for a year, and then the show went away, and then I wanted to do my own jokes.
Could you believe it, though? Because, I mean, Red Fox would have, I know was sort of, an inspiration as well.
Without a doubt.
He was... I remember my parents putting on Red Fox albums for like parties and stuff.
What was wrong with parents putting your records on then? Those they call them party records.
Party records,
and then
yeah.
they would go away to church. While they would listen to them, they would say, kids, go in the back, go in the back. What the hell they think we were when they left? Don't they think? My parents would go to church, we'd put the record on, put the album on,
Yeah.
And Mom's Mabley, all of those guys.
She was great.
She was not as blue as Red Fox. But,
right.
But Red Fox was, I got to write for him, and that was really cool. And,
I remember about the record, about the party albums. I remember one time clearly. So I was, my uncle was keeping an eye on my sister and I. We were kids, and my parents were in the next room. And I look at my uncle, and he was holding a cup.
Yeah.
Up to his ear, like this. And we're sitting there talking, and we're watching TV, and I turn around, I'm like, Tony, what are you doing? And he's like, nothing. He had used the cup as like a little megaphone so he could hear the record they were listening to, the comedy
Talk to these
record.
2 kids right here. Do you kids know about that?
No.
Casey, you don't know about putting the glass against the wall? Listen to
I know about that. He was holding up to a wall?
A cup, yeah.
To listen to the wall.
To listen to the wall.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
they were listening to it like a dirty
Gotcha.
album.
I thought he was just holding the cup up to his ear. I didn't know he had it against the
You know
wall.
what, Casey?
I
There's
do
something
know
wrong
about
with
that.
you. There's something wrong with you. All the listeners out here know what we're talking about. See, that's what I'm talking about, the young people. You got to travel and learn some of these things. When you go to hotels now, you don't put the cup against the wall? Of course
Now the walls are so thin, you don't need to.
See, she knows what I'm talking about now.
She knows exactly.
Well, you must be a great traveler as far as packing and staying in hotels and stuff like that. Is that a second home for you?
I'm going to tell you something I don't tell anybody.
Okay.
I had a procedure called aquablation on my prostate.
Okay.
And so when I come out of the hospital, the doctor said, you need to wear some pads or Depends because you're going to have a leakage. You've been there?
Yeah, I had the prostate removed. Yeah.
I put the Depends on. I said, this is not bad. So now when I travel, guess what? I don't bring any dirty underwear home.
Oh, you just throw it away.
No, I keep it, man. I keep it. Didn't I tell you people can say some stupid stuff?
It's like a scrapbook.
Listen to me. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, so I said on this very show, I said the same thing. I had the prostate surgery in 2014, had it removed. And so while you're getting your ability to control your bladder up and running, you have the situation.
Yeah,
And so I'm thinking, well, I'm going to be wearing like a baby Huey diaper. The Depends diapers are just like super comfortable underwear.
Yeah.
And I think they're really comfortable.
Why don't you just come out and say, I'm just going to tell you all the truth. I peed 5 minutes ago. No, but I tell you, yes. Listen, I do. Yeah. I am prepared to travel right now. Okay. My bags are packed. And when you travel, you don't have to take a lot of things. When you travel internationally, 3 pair of pants or 4 pair of pants, 5 shirts.
Wow.
And as many pair of Depends you need. But then you dry clean them there overnight. You put them in the dry cleaners, they come back the same day.
Yeah. Not the Depends, your clothes.
You know, there's something wrong with you, man. Your clothing. So when you travel, don't take because most of the times you don't wear everything you take.
Yeah.
So just take something. You can wear the same jeans. Some people, like people case age, they wear the same jeans all week anyway. So what difference does it make? So you just pack light. And just go everywhere you want to go.
Is this your luggage? I mean, would this constitute your luggage? You have a big backpack?
Everything I need.
Are you kidding?
There's just 4 pair of Depends in here. Used. I have a one carry-on in this bag. That's all I need.
It's usually like when I'm packing and going somewhere, I will bring double the amount of underwear of days that I'm going. So if I'm going somewhere for 7 days, I'll bring 14 pairs of underwear.
Wow. Is that right?
Yeah, just in case I crap myself twice a day, you know.
Listen, that's not good. Listen to me. Here's what you need to do. Now that we've given you the instructions, buy you something. They're just like underwear. You don't know the difference.
I've worn them. They're good. They're comfortable.
Deion Sanders has them on TV now. So
when I was wearing them, and I had my procedure in it was December's in the winter, and they were very comfortable and a little cozy.
Yeah.
I know that sounds
I got
weird.
them on right now. I'm not going to lie to you because I'm used to traveling.
Yeah.
And so people that are listening to us, they're going like, once you try it, you go like, not bad.
Would you do that, Case?
Listen, right now, discussing, earlier what I'm going through right now.
Casey has a wholly other situation.
Yeah. I'm going through some intestinal stuff right now. I always felt bad for the guy that models the Depends on the outside of the box. Like, here's a guy who he's got this modeling career. Hey, I got this job. Yeah.
It's Deion Sanders now.
Yeah.
Yes, Deion Sanders is the one to promote him now. That's what's on the front of the bag now. Yes.
I saw a commercial.
And he took my job. Yeah. I would do that.
Yeah.
Promoting that now. Even today, some people are thinking, he's got a point. He's got a point. Now, Casey's really in his head now. So, and you have it, Steve, you have it.
I thumbs up.
Yeah,
I don't wear them now, but thumbs up. When I did, they were very comfortable.
Well, he is.
Marissa, why don't you just go and tell people that you wear them also?
Sure. Yes. The
girl started with ladies, right?
Yeah, the ladies ones are much smaller, so you can conceal it easier.
I used those once before Promise.
Oh, Promise!
I used the little pads one time when I first started.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like panty liners?
Yeah, well, because I was leaking just a little bit.
Yeah. They have little, even for the guys, it goes on the front of the underwear, and that's what it's meant for.
I didn't know that.
Yes. So there are 2 kinds. You can get that, and as you go, and this is what I tell people if they're worrying about this process, you go through it. It's actually very well thought out. The Depends, it's not your grandparents' Depends. They're much leaner and meaner, and they have these little strips that go on the inside of your underwear too.
They got the little triangle things too. But the Depends are just like underwear. You don't know the difference, Casey. You don't know the difference. That's why I decided I'm going to wear these all the time, and I never come back. I used to love having dirty underwear because I came back through TSA, and they wanted to look through my ass. Go ahead. I got a bomb for you.
Knock yourself out.
I got a bomb in there.
Bomb in there. Yeah, open it up. And I'm lactose intolerant too. Open up. Boom. Now I go to that part. That's Wallace. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go.
Oh,
He's
my
good. He's
God.
good. You're already you're TSA pre-checked. You don't have to worry
You know
about
what we just did today? We enlightened a lot of men out there that are listening to us and how they can live life better.
Yeah.
And that's our job, is to give the information back.
Yeah.
You guys had Dr. Mike on this morning giving information back. That's one thing I've given to you today. When you travel internationally or wherever, just put the pins on. And
do we have the pens?
Oh.
There we go.
We got a bag of them right here. This is...
Whose size is that?
This is small, medium.
Give them to Marissa.
Okay, yeah.
No, give them to Mary Casey.
Now,
I'm going to go put them on.
Now, hang on. I'm looking at these.
Yeah.
Are these the ones you're talking
That's
about?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell me that's not much leaner and
You thought it was a big
thinner.
pad, didn't you?
Yeah, no.
Look how nice that is.
All right. Case, you going to try them on? Or not right now.
No,
I mean, well,
yeah,
they're
not
small.
right
He
now.
needs them right now.
They'll fit you or not. He does need them right now.
I do need
Could you take a photo with me with a pair?
With you with a small medium?
Yeah, you know what I'm. If you have to, you put them on.
Yeah.
They fit like you don't know.
They're like briefs.
Why do we have these, by the way?
Because why not?
Okay.
I'm sure we did some sort of stunt
Oh, yeah.
where we had people put
Needed
things
that.
down their pants.
Wow.
We got a little bit of everything at this show.
Yes,
You
we
know.
do, sir.
So
Did you just smell it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It takes away odor also.
Yeah.
Let me ask you that about your act and stuff like that, because it's evolved over the years and you have classic bits. Do you ever get call outs from the audience to do some of your
Oh my
classic
goodness!
bits?
Right now, I used to do a bit. Especially when I'm in Philadelphia, people talk about when Will Smith slapped her.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Chris Rock.
Yeah, Chris Rock.
You do that bit because I'm a Christian comedian, but I just start cussing after Will slapped him, and it's just a funny bit. And I knew his mom in Philadelphia. She hasn't called me since I've done the bit.
Oh,
but
wow.
if anybody know her, tell her I still love her. And because I was saying, I was so mad at Will, I just went off being a Christian comedian. People hearing from me just going, F Will Smith, F all the Smiths, I did F all the Smiths, the Smithsonian Institute, F that Mr. Smith goes to Washington, F all the locksmiths, the blacksmith, F all the Smiths. I just went on down the line.
You were
And
so
then-
comprehensive. F. Mr. Smith goes to Washington.
Whatever, that's what everything. It wasn't Stephen A. Smith, ESPN, Emmett Smith. I went down the whole line, and then I did some research, and I told the people I did research that Smith is the #1 name in America. And it's Smith here tonight, and they go, yeah, like, but F you too. So we have a lot of fun doing that. So people do request bits. I've been doing it for 50 years, and sometimes I'll do a joke. I've been doing jokes so long. People have accused me of stealing my own stuff.
Yeah, you created it. And so do you keep like archives of your material? There you go. You have a legal.
That's a legal
That's
pad.
the
It's a real
Jerry
yellow.
Seinfeld. Yeah, same
Well, we
thing.
started together.
Yeah.
We both of us still use a yellow pad.
And in his special that he did for Netflix, it was kind of a biography. They gave
exactly
a
right.
representation of just how many legal pads he's accrued over the years, and it filled like a city block.
It was. We did have the streets filled with the with the pads because there's like 100 on each sheet, And these are good. They don't make them anymore. Actually,
No.
so we have to make them for us.
Oh, really?
So we have 100 pads made at a time. Yeah.
Wow.
If you're just tuning in, George Wallace is here. He's going to be at Helium Comedy Club tomorrow and Saturday. When you're in Philly, what about food when you go to different different cities? Are there special places you like to hit?
Man, let me tell you something. I'm a connoisseur of barbecue, okay? All over the world, from Germany to wherever. The best barbecue in the world is not, and it's barbecue. Not barbecue. Barbecue.
Yeah.
It's barbecue. But it used to be here in Philadelphia. There was a place, is it Johnstown, Old Town, Gold Town, some kind of town?
Don't know.
Marissa
It's
would
not
be
around
the-
anymore.
Huh?
Mike's Barbecue?
No, Mike's is one, but it was called, I apologize, but the
No.
name just
That's all good.
The Rib Crib. It was called the Rib Crib.
Rib Crib.
Germantown.
Rib
Isn't that
Crib.
Germantown here?
yeah,
What did I
that's
say?
right.
That was a Germantown
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
And that was just the meat was so good. There was a line outside, and that's why I came up with the joke. I like to get my barbecue for somebody just got shot, and nobody got out of line. That's when you know. And they would put the barbecue on with a paintbrush.
Oh,
And the man that cooked the meat, his hands was the same color as the barbecue.
You're doing it all day.
They used to just reach in and grab it back in the day. So barbecue.
Charlie Gray's Rib Crib.
Okay.
And that is closed. It
Yes.
seems like closed for business, Marissa?
Yeah,
2 weeks ago.
Maybe the owner maybe has passed away.
Oh.
We had one down in Jacksonville, Florida, where all the presidents would go. It was called Jenkins Barbecue.
Okay.
And Jenkins Barbecue, and then that was a hole in the wall. That's your first sign, a hole in the wall.
Yeah. What's your favorite style of barbecue?
I'm Southern. I like the North Carolina, the red with the vinegar, and the mustard in Florida. I just like really good barbecue. It doesn't matter where it's from.
I like a vinegary.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
And down south we put a little vinegar and lemon and mustard. Oh my goodness! But
Yum.
Good barbecue is good barbecue.
Atlanta's got to have good barbecue, right?
No, nobody has good barbecue anymore. They're all chains.
Oh.
When I was a kid, you could just drive down the street. It was kind of like the rib we just talked about. Right. Just a hole in the wall and people on the street.
You get that guy who has the tinted hands from putting the stuff on. You know he's the real deal.
Yes.
What's your favorite kind of barbecue meat?
Ribs.
Ribs?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't do that special thing. What do you call the one you slice? Brisket?
Brisket.
That's
Hey,
good.
here's something. So with the World Cup going on, Marissa was talking about this the other day, that a lot of people from Europe have been traveling over here for the games, and they've been experiencing some American things they've never had before. And one of them, she had told me about a guy was trying boiled peanuts for the first time.
He must be down in Atlanta.
Right? That's definitely. I lived in South Carolina for a time, and you could just stop. They had them at gas stations.
Yes, of course,
peanuts.
So I'm in New York right now. We have a cup there. You guys got something going on here also?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the traffic has become crazy.
Right.
I had to go to the train yesterday an hour early just to get on the train, But I'm sure they're experiencing a lot of food. When we had the Olympics back in 1996 in Atlanta, the people were going crazy from other countries. They were listen. I've been to 5 Olympics, okay?
Wow.
But in Atlanta, they had the best time, even though they had that little incident.
The bombing incident.
What happened in Atlanta? Kids were coming in they never saw. They sold their shirts for $200, whatever they wore in the Olympics. That was a whole year's salary for some of them.
Yeah.
So they experienced a lot of things in Atlanta. Then we traded items and gifts and things like that all over the place. It was the best fun in Atlanta. Then next time I went to Australia, and I just come in from the Olympics. What was it, in Paris?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had a good time over there in Paris.
So are you're big into sports? You're big into the Olympics?
I'm into sports. I have 7 Super Bowl rings in my family. Did you not know that?
I didn't know that.
My brother Steve Wallace played for the 49ers. You guys got to do your... Steve Wallace played for the 49ers for 13 years. He had 2 helmets on his head. Remember John Madden used to talk about him all the time?
Oh, my
He got
God.
a concussion.
Huh.
But he didn't get the concussion from football. He was talking back to my mama.
I did some pretty extensive research. That didn't come up.
My nephew is a Money Toomer, played for the New York Giants, number 81.
Your nephew's a Monty Toomer?
Didn't I just? That's what I just said. His voice. Oh, look, mine just went up. It went up an octave. Bobby Hamilton played for the New England Patriots.
Wow.
And my nephew Barry Anderson right now is one of those when they had those 5 black officials.
Yeah.
My nephew Barry Anderson.
So you're a big guy. Did you ever entertain sports as an option?
I played football for 1 quarter.
Yeah.
That's not funny. It's not funny. I was a running back, and a guy named Sam Culbertson.
Yeah.
He clotheslined me like that, and I said, well...
That's enough of that.
Listen to me. All my brothers, the whole family played football. I'm 7 years between my next brother, and my mom didn't want me to play football, but I wanted to be a comedian since I was even in high school.
6 years old,
So
you
Mr.
said.
O'Neill, he had a bad accent. Wally, my name is Wallace. He said, Wally, why don't you come play football for us so you can run the ball? I said, Mr. O'Neill, I'm a BSer.
All right.
And I had never cussed in front of my teachers before, but that's what I said. I don't know how to explain, but I'm a BSer. That's what I want to do in life. So I'm not going to get hurt anymore like my brothers coming home with broken arms. I want to go on television and tell jokes.
Yeah, and you have for all these years. Who, over the course of years, you talk about Red Fox being, the great Miles Mabley and the people who inspired you. Have you had people come up to you and tell you what it is? I have to imagine you served as inspiration for a number of names that we're aware of.
All the time. And I'm if you notice, I'm a black comedian. So I have inspired.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Casey, look at me.
I don't see color. That's why, yeah.
I don't see color. Listen, so I've inspired a lot of comedians, and the young kids come up to me all the time, and I love it. I'm 10 years senior to like Steve Harvey. There's young kids out there now killing it.
Yeah.
They're doing it a different way. We grew up, we had ABC, NBC, CBS, so we had to be clean. Now kids are expressing themselves in different ways. You got so many young kids out there now. Just got a guy named DC Young
fly. You got young ladies out there killing. Leanne Morgan, she's on TV. And
we have people come in all the time, and it's a good time. There's a lot of very talented comedians. Let me ask you.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
And the new comedians, they don't have to be on TV like we did.
Yeah.
They make their own television.
Right.
In the house. True.
And that, we have a lot of them that started that way and have gone on. And of course, you have to prove your mettle when you get on stage. You have to prove that
Sometimes
you got
that doesn't work, but sometimes they can grow into it. You know, they have a large following, but then they can't produce it on stage. But then they can get better. You guys even used to do radio, but you can do radio and television now.
Yeah, we are. YouTube is out right now. Yeah.
See?
It's all part of the.
Why you didn't tell me I could have dressed much better instead of this wrinkled shirt?
No, you look great, but that's wrinkle free.
Wrinkle free. Yeah.
Wrinkle free.
By the way, our buddy Steve Wilson at Wilson's Secret Sauce, that's barbecue, has said that he will take care of you with your barbecue here in Philly if you
I
need
appreciate that, Steve. If we would do that to get some barbecue, I love barbecue.
His stuff is sensational.
That is so cool. That's so cool.
All right, well, listen, George, we are just going to.
This has been a great, this has been a great break. A lot of times you go to radio stations in there for 3 minutes. I think I've been here for like an hour and a half. Somebody's going to pay me up in here. WMMR 93.3. Somebody's going to pay.
Here you go.
This is a great job. He's in the bag. It depends.
It depends for you, George.
That is so awesome. I never.
They're small, though. They're small.
Hey, they will fit. You stretch them, they will fit.
They will fit.
You're using Wegovy. You'll be fine.
My goodness. Get tickets to see George Wallace. He's going to be at Helium Comedy Club, and you do not want to miss him. He's absolutely one of the greatest to ever do it. Tomorrow night and Saturday night, 2 shows each night at heliumcomedy.com.
You know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to do 2 for 1 for the second show tomorrow night.
Wow.
The second show tomorrow night. I'm kind of light this time.
All right.
I'm usually sold out, but if something happened with my advertisement this time,
okay.
I'm kind of light. I'll do 2 for 1. For our listeners right now.
All right.
Why are you looking at her?
Meredith is...
Didn't I just tell you?
I know, but I want to make sure that we can move ahead with that.
And you guys are more than one. Casey, do you do comedy?
No, I always wanted to. I since I was a little kid, I saw Billy Connolly do this set, and I was like, "That's what I want to do for a living."
Is he from England?
Scotland. Scotland.
Yeah, Scotland, something like that.
Yeah. So he did this bit about farting. And I was
you
a child.
can't say that on radio.
Oh, yeah. Oh, crap. Sorry about that. And I always wanted to do it, but the reality is I watch what you do, and I can't do what you do. Like,
See, that's
it's an art
line.
form.
So I did stand up for a number of years.
Anybody can do it?
Yeah.
I can't do. We can't do. You can't be an accountant. And Seinfeld and I was sitting at the bus bench the other day. Could you drive a bus 8 hours a day back and forth same way? You can't do. You're so blessed to do what you do. And so, a doctor. You know what, a doctor, I could never be just sick people.
Yeah.
They're just coming in and out.
Yeah.
And then some doctors have gotten so good. Like my new doctor, he's combined his practices. He's an ophthalmologist and a proctologist at the same time. And I just leave that go.
I will tell you this. I did do comedy for a while, and you were always revered. And, people would look at your career and look at you, and the comedians always held you, and rightfully so, in the highest esteem. And here's your opportunity to go see a legend in person. So
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
And we would love to have you come out and just go. And I'm telling you right now, in Las Vegas, I've become the new Mr. Vegas. I went for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, wound up 15 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's $250 to see me in Las Vegas, okay?
Yeah.
Here in where am I, Philadelphia?
Yeah.
It's going to be $40 a joke. So that's the kind of joke.
$40 a joke.
You're going to get $40 joke,
All
okay?
right.
You get a discount ticket, you get a discount joke. Some don't even have punchlines.
Oh, my God.
But you're getting a discount, so that's what you're getting.
Yeah.
Heliumcomedy.com to get those tickets. Thank you very much, George.
Thank you so much. I love you. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it.
George Wallace, man. Oh, the absolute best. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. Stay with us, friends.
I like. What does that say? It sounds like a waddling duck, or like a pig.
So, when do you use that? For what purpose do you use that, Megan?
So I suffer from really bad seasonal allergies, and this is the time that I use it when my throat itches from all the pollen.
Okay.
You're scratching your throat.
I rub the muscles of my throat together to give it a good scratch.
Interesting. All right. Very talented. Thank you, Megan.
I love that. Those are cool.
Very
little
talented.
tricks.
All right. Anyhow, like you said, Casey, that doesn't have legs.
Didn't have legs.
All right. Well, thank you for. That's why I wrote it down and put it in Stacko topic.
It's wild, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's watch. Wait. God damn it. I had it set right.
There. It's amazing. It sounds just like a gunshot. Wow. All right, this has been Stacko Topics, so thank you.
This is Stacko Topics.
Yes.
Here's a random topic.
We're done with the random topics.
All right, but this is a game that we gave a name to. Has anybody heard of a facial before? Yes. No, you've never heard of that before. But we are going to do a game. It's called Facial Awareness.
Right.
All right.
What is on your face?
Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring out contestants one at a time. We're going to sit them down in a chair that is in a children's wading pool.
Yes.
That is on a stage that is completely covered with tarps. We are going to have this person with a blindfold on. We have a pair of blacked out goggles they're going to wear. Casey is going to take a bucket of a foreign substance of some type. He is going to throw it in their face, and they have to tell us what it is. If they get it right, then they win a prize. We are going to be giving away tickets to Maury's Piers. We're going to have a pair of same-day ride and water combo tickets. And it's this week's big freaking deal, by the way. You get a same-day ride and water park combo ticket to Maury's Piers for just $70. So our friends from Maury's have set us up with it.
Excellent. Perfect.
Now, we have, of course, added in some things that I think it's going to be difficult to win. Some are a little easier than others. And we're going to be able to let you guys know what we are throwing at them ahead of time. And the radio listening audience, we're going to bring down the microphone. We're going to tell you what we're throwing at them. And then we're going to do it, and we're going to see if they can identify it.
I think we should get going.
Let's get our first contestant out. Marissa, if you would, please. All right. Oh, look who it is. Ladies and gentlemen, this man's name is Greg Monahan. Greg is one of the best people you'll ever meet. He is constantly at happy hour. He is constantly on the beach. How you doing, buddy?
That's Greg for you.
That says it all. And he's the one that brought the giant Chuck Norris cutout with him this morning. So, all right. So the first thing we are going to do is we are going to have Greg. All right. Well, where are you from, by the way?
Philadelphia.
The Philly boy. All right, Greg, do you understand how the contest works?
Yeah, I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
No, it's all good.
All right, we're going to have you put your blindfold on now, your goggles on now. Make sure we have the tarp on as well. He's wearing a poncho. He's already licking the air.
He's getting ready.
Casey is going to... All right, hold on now. Before we do this, Ryan is going to come out and show you guys what we are actually throwing at him, which is this.
Nobody give it away.
Don't say it. And Rodney, bring down the PA, and I'll tell the radio audience at home. It's Coors Light. We're going to start with Coors Light. Okay, you can bring it back up. All right, we have a bucket. Now, we're in the splash zone down front. So get ready. Casey, when you're set, facial awareness. Oh, my God. He got it dumped on him. He's tasting it. Greg, what is that?
I think it's Rocky Mountain Cold Coors Light.
Yeah. Coors Light!
Of course he would get it. Of course he would.
Nice job.
It's up his nose.
It got up in his nose. Not such a bad thing. All right, Greg, head off this way. My shoes are going to be disgusting by the end of this whole thing. All right, that was the easy one. We want to start with something simple. Our sponsor, Coors Light.
Love to the sponsor.
Most definitely. All right, next contestant for facial awareness. Coming up next, looks like we have Turtle. Turtle, come on, buddy. Grab a seat right there. We started with beer. No big deal.
Nah.
All right. Turtle, have a seat, buddy. All right. Where are you from, my man?
Right here in Wildwood Crest.
The Wildwood, New Jersey man.
Preston, doesn't this look like a porn movie set?
Oh, my God. Yeah. And not a good...
Not a good porn.
No.
2 girls in a cup porn.
Turtle, is that your nickname?
Yeah, but that's what everybody goes by.
I love it, man. All right, so you ready to try this out?
I guess so.
Yeah, we're going to try it. So put your blindfold on. All right, Ryan, step up here. This is what we're going to be throwing at Turtle. All right, Rodney, bring down the PA, please, and I'll tell the radio audience at home it is clam chowder. Clam chowder. Okay, you can bring it back up. All right, Turtle's all set. Turtle, Casey has a bucket of liquid. Open your mouth. You ready? All right, Casey, let him have it. Here we go. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Turtle's really thinking about it.
Hold on. Turtle, what is it?
Baked beans?
No! I'll give him a second guess.
A second.
Try a little bit more of it. Think seafood.
Oh, clam chowder.
Yeah! Good man. Preston, how much those shoes cost?
Too much. But I tell you what, I got clam chowder on my...
No. Jesus.
All right, Turtle, hop up, buddy. You can take your blindfold off. Yes, let's hear it.
Yes. Let's step to the side here.
Dude.
Good job, sir.
It smells horrible.
All right.
And I love clam chowder.
There you go.
It smells disgusting. We need towels. Can you grab some towels?
Dude, that is some of the thickest clam chowder.
All right.
It smells like clam chowder.
We're doing 9 of these, by the way.
We didn't really think this through, did we?
Not really. We usually don't. Oh, dude. Beer and clam chowder smell disgusting together. It gets better? All right.
Beer and clam chowder?
Next contestant.
All right, come on.
All right.
Clint.
We have Clint coming out here. Clint, have a seat. Go ahead and get your feet in that clam chowder.
Clint, you can take your shoes off.
Oh, my God. The pool is filling up already.
I know. I feel so bad.
All right. Oh, dude. Oh, my God.
He just ate clam chowder.
He picked it up out of the pool and ate it.
It shows that Clint is here to compete.
I like you, Clint.
I like it too, Prespo.
All right, buddy. Where you from?
I'm from Montgomery Township, North Wales.
All right, well, welcome to Keenan's. You've been here before, haven't you?
No, I haven't actually.
Oh, well, welcome, a first-timer.
Go ahead.
We're gonna give you a trial by baptism of whatever we have here. All right, put your blindfold on. Dude, I might puke from the smell up here. Put your blindfold on. Oh, it broke.
Oh, man, that smells. That's real bad. Did he break it?
He broke it.
Do we have a backup pair?
We might. I know we have a bunch of them. Hang on a second. So, take this off first, and then we'll put your blindfold on when Casey gets his set.
All right.
Yeah, he had it on top of his poncho.
I see.
And it was a bit much. But he's got a pretty big noggin, too.
He does.
I think that was part of it. So,
if we have to, he's going to hold it.
Do we need another pair, Casey?
Oh, we got him.
Right,
Marissa, always at the ready.
Oh, Marissa.
You know what? If we have to, we can blind him.
Thank you. All right. We got a case. All right, here you go, Clint. Pop those on. Casey, do it for him.
Oh, my God, that clam chowder.
All right, put on your hood. All right, let's see what the mystery item is going to be. Ryan is bringing out this. This is the mystery item.
This is going to smell like the gnarliest frat house.
All right, well, bring down the PA, please, and I'll tell you at home. Casey, bring down the PA, Rodney, so I can tell the radio audience. Thank you. Casey is throwing a bucket of bourbon at his face. A bucket of bourbon. Okay, you can bring it back up. All right, now we are back. You can bring the PA back up. Can you guys hear me? All right, there we go. All right. Clint, are you ready? All right, thumbs up. Casey, when you're ready, aim and fire. Here we go. Oh.
He's coughing. He's coughing.
He's gagging. He's coughing. It's stinging. It's burning. Clint, do you know what it is?
It's liquor?
What kind?
Oh, fuck. I only drink.
Oh, dude. We are on the radio.
Oh, Clint.
Hang on. What is it, Clint?
I only drink Coors Light, but I don't know. Comfort.
No, just what kind of general liquor is it?
Whiskey?
Yes! It was bourbon. Bourbon whiskey. Clint, get up. All right, buddy. We got another winner.
Oh, the stew that we are making.
We are going to give him a pair of
Jesus.
The Maury's same-day ride and water park combo tickets. Be careful walking away. He's rubbing his eyes.
All right, man. Good.
That stuff stings, man.
Holy Jesus.
All right. You should see the mess in this pool right now.
Bourbon. Woo. Clam chowder.
And beer.
I just want to say that after the microphones went off, George Wallace kept cracking us up. He was getting ready to leave, and he goes, He goes, today was a great show. He's like, I know you don't always have great shows, but today was a great show. And I was just losing it, man. I love him. He's just the absolute best. All right, we got another crack at the B-file, so let's do this.
WMMR presents Preston and Steve's Bizarre File.
Brought to you by Horizon Services. Protect your home's HVAC, plumbing, and electrical systems year-round when you join Comfort 360 from Horizon for just $19.99 a month. Book at horizonservices.com to join. Well, for our weary eyeballs, strained and tired from long periods of locked onto screens, rest and relaxation can do wonders. But a man in Scotland came up with a plan to try to pamper his eyes. Probably not a good idea. Ophthalmologists discovered it when the man, who was in his 20s, appeared at an eye treatment center in Edinburgh. He told them that he had noticed increasing floaters and flashing lights in his right eye over the previous 6 days. Man said that he hadn't had any eye or head injuries before the vision problems began, and that his family didn't have a history of eye disorders that might explain them. Besides having mild nearsightedness and needing glasses, he usually didn't have any problems with his eyes. When doctors, Niam O'Connell and Ashraf Khan, took a close look, they were surprised to find that both of his eyes were in terrible shape. In his right eye, he had multiple retinal tears, widespread retinal bruising, and a condition called retinal dialysis, which is a retinal break at a junction in the front of the eye that's usually seen after significant eye injury. In his left eye, he had more widespread bruising and 6 full-thickness rips in his retina.
What the hell?
It's bad stuff.
Yeah.
Given the findings, they had more questions. They pressed him on any untoward things that might have happened in his battered orbs. The man then reluctantly admitted he had been trying to soothe his tired eyes with a percussive massage gun.
No, my God.
One of those that's like a machine gun.
Those things hurt when used on your back or your legs.
And specifically, he used a gun with a small head attachment shaped like a bullet. Describing the man as a hesitant historian, the doctor said that he eventually confessed to using the massage gun directly on and around both eyes on a weekly basis for 3 months to help with his eye fatigue.
So did he do irreversible damage?
Well, no. They were able to right him, but they noted...
Stop using the gun!
...that he did not have a history of psychiatric conditions or drug use. The doctors acknowledged that percussive massage therapy may be helpful for some soft tissue like muscles, with the vibrations possibly relieving pain, improving blood flow, and promoting relaxation. But it can demonstrably cause serious damage to the eyeballs. It likely caused all of the damage to the man's eyes, the doctors concluded. The gun would have rapidly compressed the eyeballs back, causing them to squish out from the sides, which is thought to lead to retinal dialysis. Still, the doctors noted that the retinal dialysis was unusual because it was seen in the lower quadrant of the eye closest to the ear, when it usually occurs from blunt trauma, like taking a fist to the eye. It usually occurs in the upper quadrant near the ear, close to the ear. But overall, the man's case marks a first scientific literature on how to injure your eyeball. They used laser treatments to mend the retinal tears and seal the break. And at 6 months follow-up his appointment, the man's condition was stable without any deterioration. His vision was preserved despite his injuries having a high risk of progressing into vision loss.
You ever tell your masseuse to go heavy on your eyeballs?
Yeah, right? Yeah, dig in there.
Go
dig in real deep.
Yeah, use your elbows.
That's crazy, man. Wow. All right. Cigarettes, of course, are bad for your health, but lighting one up usually doesn't blow up your car. A series of unfortunate events caused exactly that thing to happen in Gamewell, North Carolina. Both occupants, including a child, survived, though one was hospitalized for burns. Officials did not identify either occupant nor clarify which one of them was hospitalized. But the evening of June 12th, it was a red Kia Soul that was driving past a gas station and convenience store. Local residents and business owners heard a loud explosion. Security camera video from the station showed the badly damaged Kia pulling in. A man then climbs out of the front passenger window, Dukes of Hazzard style, most likely because the door was too damaged to open.
Oh, jeez.
The fire department was right next door, and they responded immediately. Despite the explosion, there was no fire, even in the footage of the Kia parking lot.
Smoke them if you got them.
Yeah, exactly. Immediately afterward, emergency medical services treated the injured, and firefighters investigated the cause of the explosion.
Well, why don't we take a 5-minute break?
It turns It turns out that a child in the back seat had been playing with a can of compressed air.
Oh, boy.
The type that used to blow dust off computer keyboards, using it to clean the inside of the car. Now, the air is not explosive itself, but canned air isn't actually air. The spray was a duster-type product that contained propane, isobutane, and butane, and hydrocarbon propellant.
It's a lot of butanes.
The Kia's windows were closed, trapping the mixture of flammable gases inside the car. And when the driver lit his cigarette,
That's unbelievable.
it ignited the mixture and it exploded. So most consumer-grade air dusters contain HFC 152A, also known as 1,1-difluoroethane.
I say that all the time.
And it ignites easily, and that flame can travel back to the source of the leak, causing it to explode. And that it's like what happens if a propane tank has a leak and lights up.
That's why I stopped using the liquid air canisters. I use it's a high concentrated fan that you can blow the dust out. That doesn't involve any of that.
Yeah. All right. Here's another interesting story, similar. In New York City, 2 people were taken to the hospital after a pizza oven exploded on the Upper East Side on Monday morning. An oven explosion was reported at Saba's Pizza on Lexington Avenue.
Smoke him if you got it.
Totally. Hello, Saba's Pizza.
Why don't we take a 5-minute break?
Before 9:30 a.m., fire officials say gas built up in the ovens overnight, and then it ignited in one oven when the workers turned them on in the morning.
Well, that is it, the complete nightmare where you're around ovens that size.
Yeah, 2 workers were taken to the hospital after being
pizza?
burned by a gas flash. The condition of the workers is still unknown, along with any damage to the pizzeria.
On the plus side, a couple of their pieces got delivered in 3 seconds.
Yeah. All right, and there you go. That's what I have in the bizarre file for you this morning. We will take a break. When we return, lesson question time. We'll see if you've been paying attention. We get trash and music news, too, so stay with us. We'll be right back.
All right. We're wiping down the stage because it's getting wet.
All right. We only have 22 more left.
Actually, 6 more to go.
Oh, 6 more.
We're good to go. All right, let's bring up our next contestant as soon as we dry off the stairs. We don't want anybody to... Oh, my God. It smells horrible.
It is like the worst after-party smell.
All right, we have Sherry.
Sherry, yeah.
All right, Sherry. Sit in this disgusting chair right here, if you would, please. Dude.
No, I'd be taking my shoes off.
Oh, my God. All right, Sherry. Where you from, my dear?
My mom's Regina.
Oh.
Hey! That's just outside of Pittsburgh.
By the way, Sherry motorboated me earlier. She came over and stuck her boobs right in my face. All right, Sherry, you ready to go?
Yes.
She's ready. All right, Ryan, what is our next mystery item? Oh, my God. Here we go. All right, bring down the PA. It is cocktail sauce, seafood cocktail sauce. All right, you can bring it back up. Okay. Sherry, make sure you close your eyes too, okay?
Yeah, protect yourself.
I'm going to step back. This is called facial awareness. Casey will throw the bucket in her face. She has to identify it. Here we go. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, dude. Dude, this is bad.
Jesus.
Did you get that wave?
I did, yeah. It's horrible.
Smell. Sherry, what is it?
It's something spicy.
Yep.
And creamy. I don't know.
All right, I'll give you a hint. It has to do with seafood.
Oh, no.
Another clue, Preston?
Yeah, go ahead. How about shrimp?
Cocktail sauce.
I mean, she took such a load in the face.
I know. When you take a load
in the face, you better get a clue.
All right, Sherry, you can stand up. Be careful of your eyes. Hold on, let me get a towel.
Yes, let's get a towel.
Can I get a towel? Towel.
We need a towel and an optometrist.
All right, Sherry, here's a towel. Oh, my God. Look at her. You poor thing.
Yay! You're a trooper, a champ.
Dude.
Man, just find some shrimp and rub them on yourself.
Yeah. All right, Sherry, careful.
All right, be careful, Sherry. Yep. You good? All right, be careful. Oh, my God. The collection of odors doing battle. This is the most potent, by far.
All right, we're going to give her a hand down the stairs.
All right. We'd hate to have a woman die in a cocktail sauce accident. Woo! That'd be a hell of a story, though, wouldn't it?
Casey?
It was bad with the clam chowder, and that was first. It just keeps getting exponentially worse, the smell.
Casey!
And the thought.
Does this bring back memories of frat parties?
Yeah, no, this is worse. I would drink frat juice over this. By the way, I think I have $100 here if anybody wants to drink.
Dude, I'm like close to puking. Like I have a horrible gag reflex.
Why did we do this?
I don't know. It seemed like a good idea at the time, officer. Okay, next contestant. Facial awareness. We throw a bucket of something in your face. You identify it. You win tickets to Maury's. All right, we got Charlie. Charlie, come on up, buddy. Assume the position. Have a seat over there.
Charlie.
Step carefully.
Oh, boy, Charlie. There go the shoes.
Stepping into a mixture of bourbon, beer, cocktail sauce, and clam chowder. Charlie, where you from?
Northeast Philadelphia.
Northeast Philadelphia. Born and raised.
So you do stuff like this all the time, then?
All the time. Just, you know.
For the hell of it.
Who you here with, Charlie?
Oh, my wife who made me volunteer.
Where's your wife?
Yes. True love.
They're the crew wearing the Eggs with Peg shirts. So
there we go. Okay.
Their own team shirts. All right, Charlie, put on your blindfold. Put on your hood.
Keep your eyes closed. Don't want anything getting in there.
All right, he's getting it nice and positioned. The hood will help as well. Hold on, Charlie. Let's put this on, too. There you go. All right, Ryan, come out and show him the sign. This is what we're going to be throwing at him. This one's a little bit different.
Yeah, changing it up.
All right, bring down the microphone, please, and the PA. All right, so we're going to be throwing a bucket of flour at him. A bucket of flour. Like
I love this.
Baking flour. All right, you can bring it back up, Rodney. All right, now we're back in the club. All right, this one's going to be a little bit different, Charlie. Hold tight. Time for facial awareness. Here we go. Oh, my God. Not only did that get all over him, it got all over our equipment behind the tarp, too. Charlie, any idea?
It really has no taste to it. Like dough or...
what is dough made out of?
Flour.
I got flour in my microphone.
I know, but what it's doing is killing the smell of the clam chowder.
You're actually right about that. Charlie, we got tickets for you to go to Maury's Pub same day, or Maury's Piers. Congratulations. Hey, get your ass up and get off the stage. All right.
You remember that movie Powder? That's what he looks like.
Hey, we only have 4 more to go.
Oh. Well done, sir.
Casey, you should see the mess you made back here.
You actually got up pretty well.
We're going to need a leaf blower when we get when we return to broadcasting. All right.
I thought that might have happened.
4 more contestants. Let's bring up our next one.
What was the last time that we destroyed the equipment? Was it with one of those sparkler shooters? Casey had it at the...
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, this is Colby, everybody. Let's hear it for him.
Hey.
Buddy. By the way, when we're done, we're going to make some biscuits out of this.
I think we can.
Yep. Taste the biscuit. Taste the biscuits on the biscuit. The honey sauce. All right, Colby, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. What are you wearing underneath there? What is this?
It's the windbreaker for, this rainy Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, all right.
And it's got an ocean theme to it. Looks very festive.
Yeah, it might not be 80 degrees out here, but I'm 80 degrees and sunny.
Absolutely, especially when you're sitting in a tub of clam chowder.
All right, where are you from, by the way, buddy?
I live in Westchester.
Westchester, PA. Are you here with a crew?
I'm here with the crew. They're right there in the center. Woo!
Oh, it's a big crew.
Yeah. Kindergarten right there.
All right, you guys ready? You want to see what happens to Colby? All right, Colby, put on your blindfold. And then put up the hood on the poncho.
And close your eyes.
And make sure your eyes are closed. Ryan, what are we going to be throwing at him? Oh, this will be interesting. All right.
I like we're getting all different textures.
All right, bring down the audio, please, and I'll tell the gang at home. It's applesauce. It is a bucket of applesauce. All right, you can bring it back up. All right, Casey.
Jesus.
Casey has an entire bucket filled with this substance. And I mean, it's filled to the top. Don't go over the tarp. Facial awareness. Here we go, Casey. Throw it at him. Oh, my God. I mean...
Brent and Zach just recently played a really cool, intimate acoustic show for MMR listeners this past Monday. We'll get you details on when we eventually will be able to air something because we recorded it, and looking forward to sharing those special MM archives with you, which is what we do regularly, friend. Hey, a reminder, I'm going to hit this again. Our buddy Brent Porsche is broadcasting live. 2 broadcasts, actually. Today, the Visit Delco broadcast is happening, and Casey's going to swing by and spend some time with Brent, who is going to be at, why do I not see this?
Dolan's Bar in Ridley Park.
You've talked about Dolan's many times.
Yeah. I mean, it's a Delco staple. It's definitely a Ridley Park staple. But I will be there. PJ Delco. PJ Dolan's. He was down in Sea Isle at this like the Kelsey thing, and he's like, no, I got to be there for this. So
yeah.
So he's coming up for that, and it's just going to be awesome. I'm so glad that we're there this year.
So that is today. Stop by, and they've got great beer, prizes, raising money, and all that good stuff, of course. And then tomorrow, Brent is going to be broadcasting live in Atlantic City at Ocean Casino Resort, and they have the debut of the America's Birthday Bar. If you have a chance to swing by, if you're going to be in AC this weekend or anywhere down the shore, make a little detour, even if you're further south or north of there, and stop by and see Brent. He's going to be giving away tickets to see a bunch of shows at Ocean Casino Resort. Blues Traveler, Jim Blossom, Spin Doctors, Adam Lambert, Sebastian Maniscalco, Joey Diaz. And they've got specials, and there's going to be all kinds of other prizes. It starts at 5 o'clock, so you can swing by. He's doing his whole show from there. I'm going to swing by. Marissa, Ryan, Matt Cord, a bunch of us are going to go out to dinner afterwards and stuff.
Great.
So
Nice.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. So Brent Porsche, look at him. Live broadcast extraordinaire.
Yeah.
And he's great out in public. He loves meeting his listeners.
Yeah. All right. It is time to give away a prize lesson question. We got a $50 Roy Rogers gift card. If you can answer this question correctly. What is the name of Rip's son on Dutton Ranch? Was his son or girlfriend?
Girlfriend.
Yeah, but it was either one. It was There was Rip and another one. If you heard it, you know. It was around 7 o'clock. Let's see if you can get that correct. 610-660-9333. Answer it correctly, and we'll set you up with that Roy Rogers gift card. In the meantime, we'll do this.
The trash business is a gold mine. 93.3 WMMR with Preston and Steve's Hollywood Trash.
Brought to you by Roy Rogers of Cherry Hill and their 1-year anniversary. You can celebrate at Roy's with a different anniversary special each day, all week, and a huge day of festivities on the anniversary party Saturday. Today's special is a $3 3-piece chicken meal, by the way. Let's get a look at trash. Steve, what's going on this morning?
Well, Preston, Britney Spears releasing another troubling video in which she claims to be yearning to have a baby. Spears then reveals that she's already picked out her maternity chainsaw.
Hey!
A 19-year-old influencer named Mei Ling has been dubbed the thickest teen on the planet after getting a series of radical butt enhancement surgeries. On the downside, Mei Ling missed her senior prom because she had to stay home and wipe. And finally, an arrest warrant has been issued for Eminem's ex-wife, Kim Scott, after she blew off court for a DUI case. Scott had claimed that it was unfair to arrest her for erratic driving because she was drunk.
Oh.
That's your Hollywood Trash.
All right, we're looking for the answer to this question. What is the name of Rip's son on Dutton Ranch or his girlfriend? Oh, by the way, we're not looking for the real answer to the actual characters on the show. It's what Steve said. We were talking about the fact that they're going to do another season of this, and it was to no surprise. And I said, of course, it's Rip, and I mentioned the other character, but Steve made up a name, and we're looking for that. So it is Rob that we will go to. Hey, Rob, good morning, buddy.
Hey, Preston, it's Squirt.
It's Squirt, yes. Rip and Squirt. I mean, come on. Hang on, bud. We're going to give that $50 gift card for Roy Rogers in Cherry Hill, their 1-year anniversary, and they have specials each day this week. Don't forget, there's a big party coming up on Saturday, but today's anniversary special, Roy Rogers, is the $3 3-piece chicken meal. So heads up on that.
Now, Preston and Steve's Music News on 93.3 WMMR.
Brought to you by Horizon Cooling. They have 24/7 emergency AC service available even on nights or weekends. Plus, get a new system for as little as $105 a month, plus an up to 12-year warranty. You can book your visit today at horizonservices.com. Nearly 2 decades after the final Beastie Boys show, Mike D's hitting the road for his first solo tour, backed by the group 5D, which includes his sons Skylar and Davis Diamond. The 5-date East Coast run supports his debut solo album, Thank You, which arrives on August 28th. The 10-track project features songs like the psychedelic rocker What We Got, the jazzy Switch Up, and an experimental True Colors. The trek starts on August 30th in Boston, Washington, Asheville, and Atlanta before wrapping up on September 9th in Queens, New York. Unfortunately, no Philly date. But tickets go on sale to the general public tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Billy Corrigan says that he plans to finally release more than 60 unheard songs from his short-lived supergroup Zwan. In a video interview with Stereo Gum, the Smashing Pumpkins frontman explained that the band's only album, 2003's Mary Star of the Sea, will be remixed and remastered, joined by 2 more albums worth of unreleased material.
Stop looking at me, Swan.
There is so much Zwan music, he said, that he will put it out in separate sets rather than one giant box set, 20 records long. He noted there are 60-plus completely unreleased Zwan tracks, not just alternate versions, since the band wrote a lot. Corrigan formed Zwan in 2001 during a Pumpkins hiatus alongside drummer Jimmy Chamberlain and members of A Perfect Circle, Slint, and Chavez. No release date has been announced.
I remember when that came out, it was kind of mixed reviews.
Yeah,
on
it didn't do much.
It was very experimental.
Zwan played a Feastival show. I remember because I got to introduce the band on stage, and Billy was standing right next to me when I did it. So like he didn't want to have the band come out from behind. You know, the band just kind of wandered out, and I came out with them. And I'm like, "Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Zwan," and he's like standing right next to me. Which was pretty cool.
You know, listen.
It was pretty cool.
He's definitely he's a cool guy, and he's much deeper and has a lot more pop culture sensibility than you would imagine. I think a lot of people always perceive him as being this trippy auteur that, you know, does this kind of stuff, but he's really much more regular.
Yeah. Marissa pulled up the information about that. It took place, that Why 100 Feast was December 15th, 2002. And they came and played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They only played like 6 songs or something like that. Or maybe that's just part of the set.
That's just part of it, yeah.
Okay.
They were Zwan-tastic.
So Brandon Flowers of The Killers is going on solo tour this fall. The run supports his upcoming Americana and country-inspired album Thrasher, with dates across North America and the UK and Ireland. Pre-sale starts today, by the way. General sale gets underway tomorrow at 10 a.m. Thrasher, due March 21st on Island Records, is Flowers' first solo album in over a decade. He recorded it in Nashville with a lineup of the city's most respected players, including pedal steel great Bruce Booton and 85-year-old harmonica legend Charlie McCoy, who played on Bob Dylan's Nashville album.
I'd be curious to see what this sounds like, because his other solo album sounded a lot like The Killers.
That's weird.
Rooted in Flowers' childhood in the small town of Nephi, Utah, the record features his most personal songwriting yet, with the first single called Plans, set to drop tomorrow. North American leg kicks off September 1st in Phoenix, runs through major cities before heading overseas in October, and he will be playing at the Franklin Music Hall on September 21st.
I heard a couple songs. It's good. It's very emotional, but it's like Jack Antonoff playing in any band. It's just, he's the front man. It's the voice. It sounds like him.
Okay. Rival Sons headed back out across America this fall. The Grammy-nominated California Rockers announced a 24-date headlining run called the Domestic Bliss Tour, support from the Blue Stones and the Velveteers. It kicks off October 30th in Boise, Idaho, and wraps up in November in Fort Wayne, Indiana. No Philly date that I saw. Frontman Jay Buchanan said the band had a lot going on, but wanted to break off a quick domestic run and run it for a hot minute. And the band is also back in the studio working on a new album for next year. Pre-sales are open now, and general ticket sales tomorrow at 10 a.m.
We'll remember this.
And
we won't forget.
Two other quick things. At Keenan's in North Wildwood on Sunday.
Yeah.
Mini Kiss is performing live.
I love this.
The hottest little band in the world, they're called. So they got huge vibes on stage. Mini Kiss coming to Keenan's North Wildwood on Sunday. Doors open at 6:30. Tickets are $20.
I love that they do the whole thing. The costumes, everything.
Yep. So if you've always wanted to see Kiss, you ain't seen Mini Kiss.
By the way, they're like the superstars on those Kiss cruises. They'll go on and play those all the time.
And they love them?
Love them.
Nice. All right, so, yeah?
No, I think I have some audio from Mini Kiss if you want to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, hang on a second. Hang on.
Stop it.
It's amazing.
Wow. Oddly enough, it sounds exactly like I thought it was going to sound. Wow. All right, and then I want to mention this. Casey mentioned it earlier today. Our buddy Kyle Mack and his band, Minute by Minute, the Michael McDonald Tribute Act, are playing today. Rose Tree Park. It's going to be a beautiful night for a show, by the way.
Yeah.
Stunning weather. What time do they go on, you know?
I believe, you know what, I think 7 or, I would get there early, right? It's either 7 or 7:30, right? But like, let's say they start at 7:30. You don't want to get there at 7:30. You want to get there at 7. You don't want to get your spot on the hill.
Go over now. Put your blanket down.
I'd say put your blanket down, go back, have some lunch.
Yeah.
So you don't know the time. You keep forgetting the time.
I keep forgetting the time.
I don't know the time.
You know why I keep forgetting the time? Because I have 1,000 things that I'm doing today. They're going on at 7:30.
Okay.
So get there at 7. You know, sit down, get your little spot on the hill, find a nice little shady spot.
They're an amazing band. They're
are,
like an 11-piece band. Their harmonies are out of this world. The musicianship of the instrument players are incredible.
Excellent.
You're going to love Minute by Minute. So Rose Tree Park today. They've been looking forward to this gig, and Casey will be there too. All right, that's it. Music news. We're going to take a break. Come back in a second. Wrap up the show. Letter of the day for the Word of the Week prize with Matt Cord when we get back.
Gallons. Done it! Applesauce is correct.
That was a gimme.
Colby Colb nailed it. He's licking it off of his body.
Applesauce is great.
All right, Colby, you're going to go to Maury's Piers. We're going to set you up with that. Congratulations. Take off your blindfold. Case, can you give him a towel? Take off your blindfold there, bud. Little towel to clean. Little moist towelette to mop up with.
Well done, man. Oh, be careful. You good, dude? All right, good.
All right, we have 3 left. Let's get Colby off the stage.
Applesauce.
Thank you again for the Maury's Piers same-day ride and water park combo tickets that we're giving away. Part of our big freaking deal. You can get them for $70 right now at WMMR.com. So make sure that you take advantage of that big freaking deal as we speak. All right, let's get our next contestant. Come on up here. We got 3 more to go for facial awareness.
All right.
I know it's slippery up here. Be careful walking out here, Tiff. Careful. Slow down. All right, have a seat.
You know what? The progression of the smells is getting better.
All right, let's hear it for Tiff, everybody, our next contestant.
Yeah.
Where are you from, redhead?
Marlton, New Jersey.
And are you here with anybody?
My fiance, Eric.
Yay!
When's the wedding?
What's up?
When are you getting married?
Oh, we don't have a date set yet.
Okay.
That's a nice engagement ring, though.
Thanks, Preston. Yeah.
Are you sure you want to wear it while we're doing this?
Exactly.
I think it's too late now.
Okay, all right. Well, we can give it to him if you want.
Yeah.
You want?
All right, no, never mind. Keep it on. It'll be a nice story to tell at the wedding.
Absolutely.
All right, put on your blindfold. All right, there we go. If you're just tuning in, this is facial awareness. We have Tiff, who is wearing a poncho and a blindfold, and we are going to throw a mystery object on her, a mystery substance out of a bucket. All right, Ryan, what do we have next? Ooh. Woo! All right, let me tell the audience at home. It's tequila. It's a bucket full of tequila. All right.
Nobody give it away.
Tiffany, close your eyes. Open your mouth. Here it comes. Facial awareness. Oh, my God. Wow. Doused in this substance. Absolutely doused. It went down her poncho. Oh, it got in your eyes, didn't it? You know what it is?
Vodka?
Oh. Close. Try a different liquor. You might...
Tequila.
Yeah! I think you're being good about this, Preston. Thank you.
Tequila. That's what I like. All right, Tiff, hop up. We're giving you the Maury's passes. Be careful. It's slippery. All right, be careful. Be very careful.
Well done. Well done.
All right. Next up, we have two more. 2 to go. Let's bring up our next one. Come on, buddy. I'll hold that.
Yes.
Hang on.
All right, there you go.
All right, step on up here, brother. This is Julian.
Be careful.
All right, Jules, have a seat, brother. How you feeling today?
Good, man. Great, baby. Let's go. I'm ready.
He's ready. He's ready to dive in.
I believe him.
Where you from, Jewel?
Manayunk.
From Manayunk. All right. Jewel, we've had cocktail sauce, applesauce, flour, tequila, bourbon, clam chowder. Are you ready to do it?
Yep, ready, solid.
All right, put your blindfold on. Put your hood on. I'll help you with this. Keep your eyes closed, even though you're blindfolded. All right, Ryan, show him the sign. This is what we're going to be throwing on him. All right, let me tell the audience at home, it's ranch dressing. It's a bucket, a full bucket of ranch dressing. All right, thank you, Rodney. All right, back in the audience. All right. Julian, you ready? Open your mouth and close your eyes, because here it comes. Oh, whoa. He's spitting it out. Maybe he doesn't like it. It's running down his nose. It keeps dripping into his mouth. Julian, if you were to say what that substance is, do you have any idea?
Mustard, like cheese.
He said mustard and cheese. No. Are you a regular listener to the Preston and Steve show?
Yes.
Do you know what Casey likes on his pizza?
Ranch.
You got it.
Come on.
You have to. Guys.
The dude took a whole load of ranch dressing in the kisser.
All right, let's get you cleaned up here. Casey, can I get a towel? Yeah, he might need one. All right, we got it. Oh, we have more. Case, for you. There you go. All right, be careful standing up. Careful. Be careful walking over. We're almost done and nobody has fallen yet. This is a beautiful thing. It's incredibly slick.
I can't believe
the sun explodes, and that is Sublime on 93.3 WMMR. Feeling good summer type of tune to wrap our program for the day. 10:27, and a beautiful day it is. High about 87. Lots of sunshine. Looks really fantastic. Tomorrow we do have some clouds working in, and that will lead to some rain, and it's going to be kind of a rainy weekend, or at least on Friday and Saturday. So is what it is, you know. About 10:28 as we are wrapping up our program today. Has been a lot of fun, and I would like to thank our guest. We had George Wallace.
Hey!
I was going to say we had other guests, but Dr. Mike was a phone call. But
yes,
George Wallace was on, and he's just one of the best. He's going to be at Helium Comedy Club tomorrow and Saturday. He was saying 2 for 1 on Saturday. I don't know if that. I couldn't tell if he was joking or not.
No idea. That's why I looked at Meredith, who is our liaison to Helium, and we don't know.
He said a lot during the interview that he lies a lot.
He did say that. Yeah, he did say he lies for a living. So, but he was great. It was awesome having him on. Matt Cord's here. Hey, Matt.
I liked his thing on Chick-fil-A, how no matter what you do, they're going to say my pleasure.
Yeah.
They're just so nice.
They're trained very well.
Yeah.
And I do appreciate
and
that.
You go to other ones, it's like, oh, boy.
Yeah. What do you want?
Yeah, exactly. He's funny, though.
He's great.
I wonder if the YouTubers got your hat right today.
Oh, I don't know. This is a different style Phillies hat.
Yeah, it's the white Phillies hat. I like that one.
Fighting
It's nice and
Phils.
clean, yeah.
Did we ask you for a tally on how many you might have answered this already, and I apologize, but how many do you think you have?
Oh, maybe 300.
Wow. Hats. Wow.
Probably got like 50 in my car.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm like a Jeep person. Instead of ducks, I put the hats up front.
Yeah.
Do you put them up where people can see them?
No, they're in the back.
All right. All right, Matt, let's get the letter.
Yes.
Preston and Steve on 93.3 WMMR.
Now, the Daily Letter.
And the Preston and Steve show is brought to you today by the letter
A as in Alphaville.
All right. And we are going to give away, what was their hit?
Forever Young.
Forever Young. Yeah.
I want to be.
We're going to give away
Napoleon Dynamite, right?
a summer of live 4-pack of 4-packs, 4 tickets to each of these shows. Avenged Sevenfold and Good Charlotte on August 14th, Leonard Skinner and Foreigner August 20th. Breaking Benjamin and Chevelle, September 2nd, and Stained and Seether, September 16th, all at Freedom Mortgage Pavilion. And Summer of Live gets you a lawn 4-pack for just $99, valid at select events while supplies last at livenation.com/summer of live. All right, what's up, man?
Well, we got Lame Mass Trivia coming up at 11:40. More tickets to see Muse. Our blocks today, Bluest or Colt, Alan Lanier's birthday today. Can you name more than 3 BOC songs?
Well, there's Burning for You, Don't Fear the Reaper, Godzilla.
That's the 3 I got. Yeah.
And those are only 3 that are coming to mind.
They're all good songs.
All right. And then Dave Patch's birthday of Totos. Can you think of more than 3 Toto songs?
Oh, definitely. Rosanna, 99, Africa.
99.
That's a great song.
99.
Yeah.
Zach just got me. Remember
Hold the Line.
Weezer covered Africa?
Yeah.
Toto covered Hash Pipe.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I don't think I ever knew that.
I didn't either.
No.
Zach just got it for me.
That's great.
Yeah, so we'll play that.
I love that.
And also a block of the Talking Heads and Pierre's vinyl cut today. Wallace Addiction.
James Addiction.
James Addiction
Re-release?
No, I'm trying to say
Reissue?
it. Ritual de la Habitual. Been Caught Stealing. How big was that song?
It was huge.
Monster.
It was huge. We were playing it all the way back at DRE
DRE.
New York.
I
Yeah.
remember when I first played it, I'm like, are those dogs in the background?
I know.
Okay.
I know. And there's a story behind that. I don't know if that was Perry's dog.
It's his dog in the
Yeah.
recording studio trying to get in, and he's in the other studio, and they mic'd over
Oh,
something.
get out.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's going to be a good day with Matt. Hang out for a spell. And I want to thank our sponsors. Preston and Steve Show is brought to you today by Duncan. Preston and Steve Show runs on Duncan. Also brought to you by Faulkner Buick GMC. Get massive construction sales savings at Faulkner Buick GMC in Trevose. Online at FaulknerBuickGMC.com to be sure. And also brought to you by Wild Fork. Delicious meat and seafood at prices you'll love. Shop Wild Fork today. Tomorrow is No Sad Bro Friday. And boy, do we have a lot for you. We will have from Jackass fame, Dave England in studio.
Cool.
He's going to be with Casey tonight at the screening at the Regal in King of Prussia. That is at 7 o'clock, so stop by and check him out. Doug Benson.
Haven't seen him in forever.
In studio?
In studio.
Remember the one time I kicked him off the ride, the Thanksgiving Day parade?
Oh, yeah.
I thought he was a listener.
Yes.
He was actually on the phone with you. I'm like, dude, you got to get in the bag. He's like, I'm Doug Benson.
We haven't seen Doug in a while. It's going to be good to hang out with him tomorrow. And Connoisseur, we have some guests in conjunction with Connoisseur and things like Junk Drawer and all that stuff tomorrow. So it's going to be a busy day. Please join us. That's it. We are done. Rage on and have a great day in the morning. And we'll see you tomorrow, friend.